kwacha every day at 12 hours from the 2nd of December to the 24th of December 2025 by answering questions on the Zanaco Facebook page. T's and C's apply. Now, every day is Christmas with Zanaco, putting you first.
No food to no stress. No stress. For Zanaco, it's you first. No food to no stress. At Zanaco, you come first. At Zanaco, you come first. Zanaco.
The most important meal of the day is definitely breakfast. Start your day off on the right foot with the right information on the Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
It's 0625 on Hot. The heat is on. We'd like to hear from you. What's on your mind? Give us a call. 0974-870-877. 0950-955-877. Those lines will get you through to the Red Hot Breakfast. We'd like to hear from you. Is your pastor, having a birthday party?
You don't want to open that can of worms again.
We just want to see something.
And somebody said it's raining right now.
Oh.
Where? Which area? It's not raining here.
Oh, there's a
I know
part of the Great East.
Yeah, I know it's drizzling where I'm coming from. Not rains, but just drizzles. So.
Also, I hope Zesco are on call because on my way here I saw a pole that was just
leaning.
Yeah, leaning.
Okay.
And it's because of soil erosion. And I am telling you, if it pours again today, we won't have power.
We're supposed
for
to
I don't know how many days.
report that.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
So report it.
Good morning.
Wapizi malanda sana. Chelo nemfule.
In it.
Malanda sana nemfule chelo Chromez.
I'm not the one accusing men of God of dipping their hands in the cookie jar.
Chromez weka tenikoni pakanwa.
Okay, tuwabeka tapakanwa. What's on your mind, Yam?
Lero mind ya lero lesana tupala sana nemfule imeba malaiti kutaleka uku yako.
Defio fimo mbefio. Yaro kako vya opena hata malaiti takuraya.
Amebangalekeko kuyenda malaiti hapa.
Zambians.
Tizi bakalibada museo ikalibe kuzula. Tifuna izule. Tifuna izule so that malaiti kaleko at least. And shinako naye mwelelo msewenze ko bwino basi start bwanji ningaziposha chema muna banzanga.
No, it's okay.
Munikuluru kireko mulichabe bwino.
Lichabe bwino mwaka bwanji lero.
Mulungu atusa chemu chegaya imwe.
Chabwino.
Ndine pita zina yanga aze bapizi nakuberani zina yanga.
No.
Nakuberani so that but sinabe as such. Nabako chepa ngone.
It's okay.
Zikomo wa Pzee.
Okay, wa machina.
Give us a call 0974-870-877, 0950-955-877. We'd like to hear what's on your mind this morning. Call us up 0974-870-877, 0950-955-877.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? What got you up so early?
Give us that call now. We'd love to hear from you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
We are fantastic. What's your name?
Evans, calling from Kasupe.
Your name again?
Evans.
Evans from Kasupe. All right, tell us what's on your mind today.
Anyway, it's just a rainy day. I think I'm just happy about that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I heard Pete was saying that it's not raining there.
No, it's not.
No, but he's been raining from 4.
Oh, okay. In Kasupe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the rain, man.
All right, thanks, man.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There we go. He's having a good time.
Yeah, he's having a good time. Let's get to the news at 6:30.
Fruity comes in 6 different flavors. Fruity Original, Fruity Guava, Fruity Mango, Fruity Pineapple, Fruity Apple, and Fruity Granadilla. Fruity is so nice. Fruity all day, all the way. Fruity, a quality product from Californian Beverages.
Enjoy uncapped fiber internet at home or at work with Liquid Fiber. You can also get our SIM card to experience the same fiber speeds on the move with Liquid Data on the go. Call 400 or visit your nearest Liquid Telecom outlet to get started. Liquid Data on the go. Now that's speed. Terms and conditions apply.
The Hot FM main news.
Good morning. The top stories at 6:30. Veterinary Association concerned as government fails to approve recruitment of veterinary staff. Government urged to ensure smallholder farmers access SAF loans, and dozens injured after magnitude 7.5 quake strikes northern Japan.
The Hot FM News with Natasha Nguni.
And now the news in detail. The Veterinary Association of Zambia, VAZ, has expressed concern over government's continued failure to grant Treasury authority for the recruitment of veterinary paraprofessionals and surgeons, even as 2025 draws to a close. In an interview, Association President Dr. Malcolm Chiova says the delay is troubling, especially at a time when the livestock sector urgently needs additional human resources to support national production targets. Dr. Chiova has noted that government appears to have prioritized social sectors over productive sectors such as veterinary services, an approach he described as unfortunate. He has warned that inadequate veterinary staffing will undermine efforts to grow the national animal population and improve productivity, both of which are essential for building a competitive livestock industry.
The government never gave the Treasury Authority to the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock to include the veterinary surgeons and veterinary paraprofessionals. This is a very key industry, as we always say. This is a productive industry, but I think government has focused on social sectors like health and education, where they've been employing a lot of people, forgetting an industry that is able to bring a lot of money to sustain social sectors, such as health and education. They have not employed, the paraprofessionals and the doctors to help, improve our production.
The National Association for Smallholder Farmers, NASF, has urged government to ensure that smallholder farmers are granted access to loans under the newly launched Sustainable Agriculture Financing Facility, SAF, 3 for the 2023 to 2026 farming season. The call follows the Ministry of Agriculture's rollout of the third phase of the SAF program in Northern Province earlier this week. Speaking to Hot FM News, Association Executive Director Professor Frank Kayula has revealed that many smallholder farmers were excluded from loan access in previous phases, a situation that hindered production levels. Professor Kayula has expressed optimism that expanding financial access under SAF 3 will significantly boost maize production among small-scale growers.
Because last year and the previous year, SAF did not perform very well in relation to targeting of the smallholder farmers. It is still very heavy and is still inaccessible to many smallholder farmers. We appreciate our core has been that we involve private sector, and in this case, banks are supposed to come. But the banks have not actually appropriately chosen people that are smallholder farmers. They have gone for people who are workers, which is not bad in itself, but I wish there was a percentage they are giving, because that thing is meant much more for farmers than workers, because workers have something they are doing already.
The Community Action Against Corruption has reaffirmed its disappointment that the UPND administration, 4 years into its tenure, has still not implemented lifestyle audits in the country. In an interview, Organization Chief Executive Officer Brighton Tembo says this failure indicates that the fight against corruption remains largely rhetorical. Mr. Tembo states that lack of action reflects a broader absence of transparency and accountability within the UPND administration. He has emphasized that lifestyle audits should be prioritized in government's remaining time, stressing that the fight against corruption must go beyond speeches.
When we talk about commitment to corruption fight, a commitment to corruption fight cannot be measured just by speeches and what people say about corruption, more especially those that are in the government. Because what is there are certain benchmarks or certain steps which if government decides to undertake and implement those, then we can definitely say government is committed to corruption fight. So if you look at the current regime, the UPND government, it has always been saying it is very much committed to corruption fight. But a government which is committed to corruption fight, one, they could have implemented lifestyle audit.
The Millers Association of Zambia, MAZ, has appealed to agro-dealers across the country to ensure that farming inputs are readily available ahead of the planting season. MAZ President Andrew Chintala notes that the association has received reports of farmers being forced to return to depots multiple times before redeeming their inputs, a situation he described as both discouraging and time-wasting. He has told Hot FM News that agro-dealers must prioritize timely distribution, warning that any delays in accessing inputs could negatively affect planting schedules and, ultimately, national agricultural output. Mr. Chintala adds that ensuring commodities are available when needed is essential for maintaining farmer confidence and safeguarding national food security.
Pray that the agro-dealers should come to the party and ensure that these inputs are made available because time is not waiting for the farmers. So I hope that we can work together as stakeholders and ensure that we support the farmers during this farming season. So we can only wish them well and hope that we'll be able to deliver another fairly good crop in the coming season.
The Hot FM Business News is brought to you by Access Bank. More than banking.
The Crushers and Edible Oil Refiners Association of Zambia has expressed concern over the refinery sector's contribution to the country's GDP this year. In an interview, Association Executive Director Dr. Aubrey Chibumba says the sector has recorded negative performance in 2025. Dr. Chibumba explains that the industry has been heavily affected by high production costs, driven largely by dependence on electricity and fluctuations in exchange rate. He has noted that, in contrast, the mining sector is expected to make a significant contribution to the national GDP due to ongoing investments in the industry.
So if you don't buy your day-old chicks, right, okay, the guys who run the incubators, are they going to produce day-old chicks? They're also affected with electricity. So they don't produce as many day-old chicks. The whole poultry sector production dropped because production has dropped in the poultry sector. The feed requirement also dropped. So I don't know. That's why I'm even shocked when people say that GDP in this country has increased. So maybe we're just counting mining. We're not counting the rest of the sector. But definitely our sector has not grown. You know, we've gone negative this year.
The news continues after these messages.
Enjoy uncapped fiber internet at home or at work with Liquid Fiber. You can also get our SIM card to experience the same fiber speeds on the move with Liquid Data on the go. Call 400 or visit your nearest Liquid Telecom outlet to get started. Liquid Data on the go. Now that's speed. Terms and conditions apply.
The top international news.
At least 30 people were injured after a magnitude 7.5 earthquake hit northeastern Japan last night, forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes. The Japan Meteorological Agency say the quake occurred at 14:15 GMT at a depth of 50 kilometers, about 80 kilometers off the coast of the Aomori region. It prompted tsunami warnings, which have now been lifted, while waves of 70 centimeters were seen. The BBC has more on other global stories.
President Trump says he'll permit the AI firm NVIDIA to securely sell its computer chips to approved customers in China and elsewhere. He said President Xi Jinping had responded positively. The US leader has also announced a $12 billion aid package for American farmers affected by low crop prices and his own trade policies. Farmers face billions of dollars of lost sales owing to the trade war with China. Cambodia says 6 of its civilians have now been killed in a flare-up of its border dispute with Thailand, which started on Monday. Bangkok said earlier that 2 Thai soldiers had died. Another 230 police officers from Kenya have arrived in Haiti, bringing to nearly 1,000 the number deployed there. They're on a UN-backed mission mandated to fight the violent armed gangs spreading across the country.
This sports news is brought to you by MTN.
The Hot FM Sports News.
The Zambia Under-17 boys and girls teams have returned from South Africa, where they won the CAF African Schools Championship COSAFA qualifiers in both categories. The plane carrying the champions landed at 21:35 at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport last night. FAR's Deputy General Secretary Iva Lengwe was present to receive the triumphant Junior Chipolopolo and Copper Princesses. He was accompanied by FAR's Technical Director Lyson Zulu, Head of Media and Communications Nkweto Tembwe, and other members of staff. And that sporting item brings us to a recap of the top stories. The Veterinary Association of Zambia, VAZ, has expressed concern over government's continued failure to grant Treasury authority for the recruitment of veterinary paraprofessionals and surgeons, even as 2025 draws to a close. The National Association for Smallholder Farmers, NASF, has urged government to ensure that smallholder farmers are granted access to loans under the newly launched Sustainable Agriculture Financing Facility, SAF3, for the 2025-2026 farming season. At least 30 people were injured after a magnitude 7.5 earthquake hit northeastern Japan last night, forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes. Ends the news at 6:30. My name is Natasha Nguni. Good morning.
Multi-play news. Enjoy uncapped fiber internet at home or at work with Liquid Fiber. You can also get our SIM card to experience the same fiber speeds on the move with Liquid Data on the go. Call 400 or visit your nearest Liquid Telecom outlet to get started. Liquid Data on the go. Now that's speed. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you remember your favorite meal growing up? Maybe it's your mom's fried fish or eggs on toast before school. Simple, comforting, unforgettable. With Nola mayonnaise, you can bring back those flavors and remix them your way. Try it on spicy egg sandwiches, in creamy coleslaw, or to upgrade your leftover nshima into something new. Nola brings tradition and today together in every delicious bite. Nola mayonnaise. Inspire great food.
OneXBet. Find your winning formula. Who are you when the game begins? A thinker, a champion? On OneXBet, you don't just bet, you reveal your passion in style. Visit onexbet.com.zm or app. Enter the promo code BETSZM and receive a 300% bonus of up to 6,300 kwacha. Bets for everyone. Reveal yourself. Play responsibly. Not for persons under the age of 18 years. Terms and conditions apply.
Picture this. You are hungry and you're craving something different. Something with a crunch.
Oh, wow! That's perfect! Crunchy and packed with flavor and so much taste.
Grab a pack, man chip, crunch it. You know how we do. Introducing Yo Crunch, the snack you never stop crunching. Yo Crunch, feel the crunch in every munch. Brought to you by Yo-Yo Fan Snacks.
OneXBet. Find your winning formula. Who are you when the game begins? A thinker, a champion? On OneXBet, you don't just bet, you reveal your passion in style. Visit onexbet.com.zm or app. Enter the promo code BETSZM and receive a 300% bonus of up to 6,300 kwacha. Bets for everyone. Reveal yourself. Play responsibly. Not for persons under the age of 18 years. Terms and conditions apply.
Private workers, this loan is for you. If you work at a shop, clinic, restaurant, factory, or company, you qualify. Get up to 30,000 kwacha same-day approval. And now, a huge 25% discount on interest at Express Credit Zambia. Plus, enjoy a free 400 kwacha shopping voucher and a stylish bucket hat when you take your loan. Don't miss out. Visit your nearest Express Credit branch today. Express Credit Zambia. Money when you need it.
Where do you go when you're looking for peace?
I love you.
I love you. Love.
Aww.
Good food.
Panda, one Timon and chips.
Safety. Assurance when you want your money to be safe. Home. Home is where peace is. Home is where security is. that home is NatSave. NatSave, your bank.
Newspaper headlines powered by Infratel. Infratel, accessible everywhere.
Rome wasn't built in a day, they say. But what if I told you Rome was built in a day? In the new digital age, you can build your digital business empire in less than a day. Thousands of commercial enterprises will use AI by 2028. And that's just a peek into tomorrow. Tomorrow is not business as usual. Tomorrow is for the digitally reinvented business. Question is, are you bold enough to push the limits? Reinvent business. Reinvent with Infratel. Infratel, accessible everywhere.
It's now time we take a look at the newspaper headlines brought to you by Infratel. We have the Daily Mail, the Times of Zambia. We also have the Diggers newspaper. Let's start with the Diggers.
The Diggers today, we can abuse Article 52 to cancel elections, remain in power if not amended. Mwimbu. That is the story that is on page 4. ECZ sets January 15th for Chawama by-election. That is on page 6 as well. US pledges $2 billion more in grants to Zambia. That is on page 2. Of course, there's a little bit of something in the fine print about American interests, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So obvious.
I think now the truth is really coming out about grants, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because a grant is supposed to be free money.
But now it's like a tit for tat. Quid pro quo.
You must reciprocate, huh?
Yeah. ACC nabs 3 livestock officers for squandering $10 million of ADB loan. That is on page 3. Sports section. Chirata, Mwale advances dual punch into IBA round of 16. And Salah left out by Liverpool for Inter Milan game. Yeah. After what he said, there's just no way he'd be back in that team. Because he really called out the whole hierarchy and the manager. Somebody doesn't want me.
You know
here.
what I saw? I went and watched back that clip. And what I saw is a man that said, listen, I gave up millions of pounds for you. I could have been in Saudi. I could have been in Saudi.
I've done a lot for this club.
Yeah.
I don't have to prove myself. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought everybody has to prove themselves. You shouldn't feel that way. You haven't been playing that well.
Should have gone to Saudi.
Yeah, maybe you should have.
Should have gone to Saudi.
But it's just like you're so entitled to start games. If you're not doing well, you're not supposed to play. And the issue here is he just doesn't like to track back. He doesn't want to help his teammates with defending. And right now, Liverpool are not in a good place. You need everyone
to defend.
Yeah. Put in the work.
Listen, Salah, all you have to do is go to the AFCON, come back. You can get a loan spell. We need somebody with some experience on the left side. You can do everything. We've got a defense that's like
you're so ridiculous. You're so ridiculous.
Right? Just get us over the line and go to Saudi, all right? Take him any day. Zambia Daily Mail has a headline that reads, Zambia ready to reset ties with USHH. US offers over $2 billion in grants over the next 5 years. LAS members call for urgent EGM. The story continues on page 3. Mom, daughter electrocuted. I saw the story. Very, very sad. Yeah. Very, very sad. Now, ECZ sets January 15th for Chawama Po, and lawyers abandon Mundubile Mukandila in Bill 7 case. That story is on page 3. Adam Grant is responsible for today's inspirational note. Meaning is about making a difference, not having an audience.
From Grant?
No.
I thought it was just me.
Adam Grant.
Oh.
Yeah. What?
Why are we quoting him? He needs his own motivational quotes to motivate him.
Katema pounds Greek boxer in Dubai, and no break for Nkana. Arrows warned against complacency. Fast to support school football. Mwemba. Those are your headlines in the Daily Mail. What's in the Times of Zambia?
All right, the Times of Zambia reads, LAS petitioned members' demand for EGM over its association with Oasis Forum. HH wants Zambia-US ties enhanced. And also January 15th, 2026, set as date for Chawama by-election. Those stories can be found on page 2. And ECZ weighs in on by-elections elimination proposal. proposal. That story is right on the front page. Back page of the Times of Zambia, 40 million kwacha for AFCON as government confirms Chipolo Polo's Spain outing. Nice. No panic button yet at Zesco, and Faz toasts Kosafa success. That's the sports for the Times of Zambia.
All right, newspaper headlines brought to you by Infratel. About to get into RHB Fun Zone.
This is breakfast.
Make some noise! Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
RHB Fun Zone in partnership with Devera Brands Limited.
I'll melt your parties, your drinks, and your energy.
Not today. I'm Zambezi Ice. Pure, packed, and long-lasting.
But I'm everywhere.
And so am I. Every supermarket, every cooler, every home. Zambia chooses chill. Zambia chooses Zambezi Ice. Zambezi Ice. Outsmart the heat. Zambezi Premium Mineral Water. Pure refreshment.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to the RHB Fun Zone, brought to you by Devera Brands. They make you Zambezi Ice. And today is all about a little bit of everything. So it's cool brains, cool fun, and fun learning through riddles, trivia, puzzles, tongue twisters, animals, Zambia facts, and also group names. Are you ready to play? Call us up on 0974-870-877. You can win up to 350 kwacha today. So it's 50 kwacha for each correct answer that you give.
All right, so do call us up on those lines. Remember that RHB Fun Zone is brought to you by Devera Brands. They bring you Zambezi Ice. You need some ice in your life. You need ice for your store, whether you want to be a wholesaler or you want to be a retailer. You want ice. You need to visit the Devera Brands Facebook page and get all the details that you need, and have yourself some Zambezi ice in your life, and then you can enjoy Key December, boss, because this month and ice go together.
It's
Trust
same
me.
WhatsApp group.
It's same WhatsApp group. We'll be opening up the phone lines for you to call in.
RHB Fun Zone, sponsored by Devera Brands Limited.
I'll melt your parties, your drinks, and your energy.
Not today. I'm Zambezi Ice. Pure, packed, and long-lasting.
But I'm everywhere.
And so am I. Every supermarket, every cooler, every home. Zambia chooses chill. Zambia chooses Zambezi Ice. Zambezi Ice. Outsmart the heat. Zambezi Premium Mineral Water. Pure refreshment. Call now and win with Zambezi Ice.
That's right. It's 0974-870-877. Call us now.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's
Hello,
your name?
good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Patience.
Patience. How old are you?
I'm 10.
You're 10. And in what grade?
I'm in grade 5.
Grade 5. Okay, Patience. Are you ready to play today?
Yes.
All right, Patience. So you can win up to 350 kwacha today. So it's 50 kwacha for each correct answer that you give. We're going to start off with a riddle. Ready?
Okay.
Your riddle is, I have cities but no houses, rivers but no water, and forests but no trees. What am I?
Pass.
What is the capital city of the Copper Belt?
Quito. Ndola.
All right. It's a brain teaser for you. A train leaves Lusaka at 10 a.m. and another at 11 a.m. Which one left first?
The second one.
Okay. This is a tongue twister, so you have to repeat after me. 6 slippery snakes slid silently south.
6 slippery. 3. Can you please repeat again?
Listen, somebody's telling you what to say and what to do in the background. We can hear that voice. So we'll not continue.
No.
We can hear somebody helping you in the background, and those are the rules. We always say.
No, I'm not helping me. I'm with my young sister.
We can hear somebody whispering, so we can't allow you to continue.
Please, it's my birthday.
Sorry?
Please, it's my birthday.
Yeah. We know that. Happy birthday to you, but we have to follow the rules for everybody. So we have to let you go. Play by the rules. Parents,
please.
We always say this. Let the kids play by the rules. Allow them to play. This is their game. You have your chance on Wednesdays. You have your chance on Fridays. So to make it fair for all the kids that call in, don't help the kids. Don't help them.
As simple as that. The rules are the rules.
Good morning, you're through to FM.
Morning.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Mercy.
All right, Mercy, how old are you?
I'm 8.
8, and in what grade?
4.
In grade 4. All right, Mercy. Let's start off with a riddle. I go around the world, but stay in one corner. What am I?
Egg.
How many provinces does Zambia have?
How many what?
Provinces does Zambia have?
10.
If you have 20 pencils and give away 5, how many are left?
15.
It's a tongue twister, so you have to repeat after me. Bluebirds bring big berries.
Bluebirds bring big berries.
Okay, an animal fact. What do elephants use to drink water?
The nose.
Okay, what is the national motto for Zambia?
One Zambia, one nation.
Okay, and tell me, what do you call a group of frogs?
Pass.
Okay, Mercy, I want to ask Uncle Pzee, should we take the answer of the nose?
No, it's got a name.
All right, Mercy, today you win yourself a 200 kwacha. You got 4 correct.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Whose number are you calling on?
Auntie.
What is Auntie's name?
Monica Banda.
Monica Banda. All right, we'll send through your winnings.
Thank you.
All right, let's run you through the questions again. I go around the world but stay in one corner. What am I? It's a stamp. How many provinces does Zambia have? The answer is 10. If you have 20 pencils and give away 5, how many are left? 15. Bluebirds bring big berries. Animal facts. What do elephants use to drink water? They use their trunks. Some fun facts for Zambia. The national motto is One Zambia, One Nation. What do you call a group of frogs? It is an army of frogs. Did you get all correct, Chromez?
No.
I got the trunk one, right?
Yeah, you did get the trunk one. What about the frogs? No.
No.
What did you think the group of frogs are called? A forbit of frogs.
Oh wow! Here we go again.
I'll melt your parties, your drinks, and your energy.
Haha, not today. I'm Zambezi Ice. Pure, packed, and long-lasting.
But I'm everywhere.
And so am I. Every supermarket, every cooler, every home. Zambia chooses chill. Zambia chooses Zambezi Ice. Zambezi Ice. Outsmart the heat. Zambezi Premium Mineral Water. Pure refreshment.
Attention gamers and creators. Ready to level up? Fast Mobile is your headquarters. We have PS5 and Xbox consoles, plus all the games and controllers you need. For creators, find professional cameras, mics, and tripods to fuel your hustle. But that's not all. Get the latest phones like iPhone, Samsung, Tecno, and more. Find accessories, laptops, and travel bags all in one spot. Find us at Shop A75 on Freedom Way, Shop 6 on Chipperamba Road, and Shop 113C at East Park Mall. Call or WhatsApp 0779 333 503. Fast Mobile Center for today's best technology.
Hello, this is a radio ad about the new Momo app. But instead of telling you how great it is, we'll let the do the talking.
I almost forgot to pay the water bill. It's a good thing I scheduled it already.
Babe, all my transactions from the past 3 months are all here. And I can check them anytime.
You want me to send you a screenshot of the payment? I'll just send you a receipt with the Momo app.
Oh, and let me log into my Momo app. Done. And all I needed was my fingerprint.
See? That's the sound of life made easier with... Download the Momo app today from Google Play Store or the App Store and turn every payment into...
Yo, baby.
Yo Baby Diapers, brought to you by Yo Care Hygienics.
All over Zambia. This year, we want you to explore Holiday Yamuloko. From the thunder of Victoria Falls to the calm of Zambia Beach. From our majestic wildlife in south of Luangwa to the energetic Kopala vibes. From Zambia's Mantebeto to the vibrant nightlife. Enjoy big experiences on a small budget. Travel, laugh, and celebrate Zambia. Celebrate Yamuloko. Plan your next getaway by making your booking today and enjoy discounted packages. Visit www.zambia.travel and click Yamuloko to see participating tourist operators. Take a holiday, Yamuloko, because the best adventures start Muloko.
Taste the joy of Christmas at Intercontinental Lusaka this festive season. Gather your loved ones for a magical Christmas Day lunch filled with festive cheer and exceptional flavors. Enjoy a mouth-watering buffet with live entertainment by the sensational Becky, all wrapped in one unforgettable celebration. And for the kids, it's a wonderland of joy, face painting, jumping castles, games, and yes, a visit from Santa. For reservations, call 0211 250 000 or email reservations@lusakaic.com. Intercontinental Lusaka. Live the intercontinental life.
Dumelang, Sanibonani, Goeiedag. Your journey is about to start with South African Airways. Your journey begins the moment you book. From Lusaka to Johannesburg, connect seamlessly into West, East, Central, Southern Africa, Indian Oceans, Australia, and South America. Enjoy affordable fares, generous baggage, spacious seating, hot meals, and smooth check-ins that make travel effortless. Whether for business or leisure, fly with South African Airways on time, in style, every time. Book today at www.flysaa.com or visit our office at Arcade Shopping Mall or with your nearest travel agent. South African Airways, connecting Africa to the world. We cannot wait to have you on board. Have a safe, happy, and successful day. Hambani kahle. Totsiens. Samayang sinhle.
Africa, the world's second largest continent, hosting a large diversity of cultures and languages. Get to know more about this beautiful continent on The African View with Kwangoli Wewe.
Good morning. Let's look at Africa's top stories.
Tanzania's Prime Minister is urging people to stay home today as activists call for nationwide protests over the violent crackdown on demonstrators that followed October's elections. The United Nations says hundreds of people were likely killed after security forces moved against protesters, angered by the exclusion of major opposition candidates. President Samia Suluhu Hassan was declared the winner with nearly 98% of the vote. The government has admitted that some people died, but has not released its own figures, and it denies that police used excessive force.
The African View.
We move to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where President Felix Tshisekedi has accused Rwanda of violating its commitments just days after both countries took part in a ceremony in Washington to sign agreements intended to end years of conflict in the eastern part of the country. Tshisekedi leveled the accusation in a speech to lawmakers on Monday. Rwanda has not yet responded. Deadly clashes have continued despite US and Qatar brokered deals involving Congo, Rwanda, and the M23 rebel group. Over the weekend, Rwandan-backed M23 fighters advanced near the Burundian border, seizing the village of Luvungi, according to residents who shared videos of the rebels meeting there.
The African View.
In Sudan, the paramilitary rapid support forces say they have seized control of the Hedge oil field near South Sudan's border. Now, this area is strategically important and it houses South Sudan's main oil processing facility, making it a crucial source of revenue for Juba. Here's a report.
It's yet another consequence of the civil war in Sudan. The paramilitary rapid support forces claimed that it had taken control of the Heglig oil field in South Kordofan province on Monday. The oil field is of strategic importance for Sudan and also houses the most important oil processing facility for neighboring country, South Sudan. Heglig represents a significant part of state revenue for South Sudan, because Juba can export oil only through its neighbor's territory due to a lack of other pipelines. Armed forces and oil workers reportedly withdrew into South Sudan during the RSF attack. Fighting in the ongoing civil war between the Sudanese armed forces and the RSF shifted to the Kordofan region in recent months, where the Sudanese armed forces have experienced setbacks in combating the RSF.
And finally, Benin's government says Nigerian fighter jets carried out airstrikes to help foil a coup attempt on Sunday after mutinying soldiers tried to seize the president. Well, now, according to government summary released after a cabinet meeting on Monday, the soldiers came close enough for the president to witness clashes firsthand. They also abducted 2 senior military officials who were freed on Monday morning. Nigeria earlier confirmed it had sent fighter jets and ground troops to its smaller neighbor to restore order and prevent a political crisis in a country seen as a key West African trade corridor and is already grappling with jihadist threats.
The African View.
And that's it from The African View.
Join us tomorrow for more on The African View.
Dumelang, sanibonani, goeiedag. Your journey is about to start with South African Airways. Your journey begins the moment you book. From Lusaka to Johannesburg, connect seamlessly into West, East, Central, Southern Africa, Indian Oceans, Australia, and South America. Enjoy affordable fares, generous baggage, spacious seating, hot meals, and smooth check-ins that make travel effortless. Whether for business or leisure, fly with South African Airways on time, in style, every time. Book today at www.flysaa.com or visit our office at Arcade Shopping Mall or with your nearest travel agent. South African Airways, connecting Africa to the world. We cannot wait to have you on board. Have a safe, happy, and successful day. Hambani gahle. Totsiens. Tsamayang sintle.
It's 0709 on Hot. The heat is on, and it's crunch time. Dive into the crunchiest, yummiest, lip-smackingest snack. Yo Crunch with chips, spicy sweet chili, or spring onion. Which flavor will you choose? Brought to you by Yo-Yo Fun Snacks. You can follow Yo-Yo Fun Snacks on social media on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. They are Yo-Yo Fun Snacks.
Yes, and our breakfast partner for this morning is Kish and Ash. And if you are hosting a family Christmas brunch, lunch, or dinner, let Kish and Ash help you relieve off the stress of cooking and catering for your guests this holiday season. From a set buffet lunch or dinner, breakfast, finger foods, or simple individual meals, you are spoiled for choice. Create memories, enjoy them, and let them make you and your guests start a new Christmas tradition. Be sure to make your reservations early for either out catering or dining experience at both the locations as Kish and Ash in Olympia and Joka Road or Kish and Ash at the Golf Club. No more formal this Christmas. For inquiries and reservations, contact them on 0770 704692 right now.
Sounds of the morning. Sounds of the morning.
All right, so now time to play Sounds of the Morning, brought to you by Madison General Insurance. Remember that you stand a chance to win yourself 500 kwacha for answering the 3 sounds correctly. Describe them, name them, and if you name all 3, we will give you that 500 kwacha courtesy of Madison General Insurance.
And there's no password, by the way.
No password. So pay attention when we play the clips. We're not playing them back. Okay? We're not playing these clips back. Let's get to the clips. Here is clip number 1.
Okay.
Clip number 2. Here is clip number 3. Call us up 0974-870-877, 0950-955-877.
Good morning, yes, FM. What's your name?
Good morning. Line drops. Let's try this other line. It's 0974-870-877. Do you think you have the answers? Do you know the sounds of the morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
O'Brien.
Okay, O'Brien, 3 clips. Tell us, what are they?
Okay, the first one sounded like table tennis. Someone's playing table tennis.
Mm-hmm. Table tennis. Okay.
Okay.
Second one?
The second one, that sounds like Pzee watching F1. That's a car racing. Car racing.
What's the third one?
And number 3, it sounds like someone sitting on a chair.
Someone sitting on a chair.
Sitting on a chair and it's making that squeaky sound.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the 4th sound for you, sir.
Really, guys?
Yes, O'Brien. Your 4th sound.
Thanks for trying.
All right.
All right. We'll reveal the sounds in the next hour of the show.
Yeah, so keep it locked right here on Hot. The heat is on.
This is Breakfast.
Make some noise! Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours. The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Can you beat the clock? Welcome to the ultimate test of knowledge. Speed, and mental agility. It's time to win! It's time for the Stand Chart Quiz on the RHB. Brought to you in partnership with Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
All right, good morning and welcome to the special edition of the Stand Chart Quiz right here on your Power Breakfast as the RHB. Now, today's edition obviously is brought to you in partnership with the Zambia Institute of Public Relations and Communications, ZIPRAC, and we've been featuring top PR executives across the country. They are our contestants, and whatever they're earning on the quiz is going to be given back to charity. Now, we are going to make an appeal to them to either double or triple their earnings. They make the decisions. They're going to call the shots. And this morning, we do have with us Alice. She is that's Alice Maimba Mapulanga. She's the communications officer from Amref Health Africa in Zambia. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Morning, Alice.
Morning.
You know how much I've been waiting for this day.
I know. I've always been trying to call and then you don't pick up my line. And I get 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So today,
here we go.
because this is, I might get one, but I've been told to quadruple it if I get one.
Okay. Okay. So, Alice, quickly just tell us about yourself. How long have you been doing PR?
So I've been doing PR since I left university. I graduated in 2014, 15. And I think for about a year I worked for a private company, marketing, and then I transitioned into PR. So I started with SOS, and then I also worked with Habitat for Humanity. And then I think my longest stint was when I was at NAPSAR, and then from there I'm now with the organization where I am, which is Amref Health Africa here in Zambia.
What's your day like now as a PR practitioner through the years?
Okay, so obviously in the digital world, the first thing you want to do is look at what's trending online, what's in the papers regarding your organization, as well as also looking at your emails. And currently with my day-to-day, I work in a predominantly African-led organization, so we do correspond with other offices around the continent. So it's also looking at what do we need to work on in a collaborative manner, and in terms of supporting the projects that we are doing here in Zambia, what do they need from a communications perspective, from a branding perspective, and ensuring that we are creating impact as well as communicating that impact to our stakeholders, our donors, and the public.
All right, nice. You are a member of ZIPRAC. How has that affected your PR career positively?
Okay, so it's a networking platform that obviously also supports your growth. I have been privileged enough to have some of my colleagues from university, as well as some that I've met through ZIPRAC, that I'm able to rely on, whether for support or even just to bounce off ideas and build my skills. So that is one way that it has been very beneficial. And of course, they do offer development programs where you are able to upskill and learn from other practitioners, especially the seasoned ones. So that's always a good way to build yourself and your career.
Okay. And tell us some of the highlights of your organization, 2025.
For 2025, I think one of the highlights has been the fact that we have been able to reach over 1.5 million people in Zambia through our programs. And our programs are centered on building solutions with the communities that we are operating in. And we also work hand in hand with the Ministry of Health, because we are a health-centered organization. And we focus on helping build health systems in Zambia and Africa at large. But we also look at it from a perspective of how do we support youths, particularly in participating in health service delivery, not just as beneficiaries, but as co-creators of solutions. And also how do they participate in health entrepreneurship and creating long-lasting and meaningful employment in the health space, as well as just advocacy, and also ensuring that the youth's voices are listened to and are part of the decision-making process, and not just as a tokenistic approach.
All right. Well, Alice, safe to say that you've warmed up nicely.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
No, but what can I do? We have to get it over.
You better be ready. You better be ready. Alice has watched us play this quiz with other people, and she sat in this booth and said, I could have. I would have. I should have.
I have
but now
realized,
it's your turn. Yeah.
I have realized watching a few of my colleagues come on here, it might be easier on the outside.
Everybody's saying that.
Everybody's saying that. They're trying to PR their way out of it.
No. So, it's like in an exam, you remember the topic, you clearly see the page of what you were studying, but then the one word that you need is the one word you forget. And I think that's what happens when you sit in this chair. But, we'll do our best.
All right. So, Alice, we're currently sitting at 25,000 kwacha from your colleagues, and you're about to add to that pot. You get 60 seconds to go through 10 questions. Every correct answer you give us, we take away 100 kwacha, put it in that pot. You decide what you do with your earnings at the end of the quiz. If you don't know the answer to a question, simply say pass. The quiz master goes back to questions where you say pass, and the ones where you get wrong at the end of the 10 questions. Now, handing you over to the quiz master.
Be kind. No,
This
but
is what you've been saying this. What does be kind mean to the quiz?
it means ask me questions I know. No? You know.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to your 10 questions. Your 60 seconds start now. Who is the current president of the Law Association of Zambia?
Pass.
On an email, what is a paperclip used to represent?
Attachment.
Which engineering branch is known as the king of engineering?
Pass.
The Zambezi River flows into which ocean?
Indian Ocean.
How many Emirates make up the United Arab Emirates?
6.
Which Zambian artist was born as Mkunsha Chembe?
I have no idea.
Levi Strauss is best known for manufacturing what kind of clothing?
Jeans.
What is the largest bird in the world?
The largest bird. Flamingo.
Which continent is on all 4 hemispheres?
Africa.
Knitting needs needles. What does crochet need?
A crochet stick.
Who is the current president of the Law Association of Zambia?
Pass.
Which engineering branch is known as the king of engineering?
Pass.
How many Emirates make up the United Arab Emirates?
4.
Which Zambian artist was born as Mkunsha Chembe?
Pass.
What is the largest bird in the world?
Ostrich.
Knitting needs needles. What does crochet need?
A crochet needle.
Who is the current president?
Time is up.
How did Alice do today?
Wow, Alice. From telling us your phone is 10.
Besides the Levi jeans, I'm not sure about anything.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Alice. So you got 5 correct today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's, okay.
That's
better
fine.
than I thought, yeah.
Better than you thought.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, Arab Emirates. What?
So the first time when you said 6, I was like, you were off by 1. And
you're so close.
Yeah, you're so close. And then the next time and you said 4, I was like, okay.
Let's
I
quickly
was
go
trying
through
to
the
count
questions.
in my head, but 30 seconds is clearly not enough time.
Okay, first
60 seconds, that is.
Tell us what you're doing with the 500 before
Yeah.
the quizmaster tells us the answer.
500, I will double it.
Okay.
And then I also have another 2,000.
I thought you said quadruple it.
Only if I got one. So I will double it, and then I have an extra 2,500 that I was able to get from some of my friends.
Hey.
One of my friends in football said,
Come on.
I
Yeah.
will give 5 whatever happens.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
a few others from my networks were able to give some fair amounts. So,
So
yeah.
that's 3,500.
2,500? Yes. Plus my
your 1,000.
Yes.
So 3,500.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, so we are sitting at 28,000 kwacha
Wow.
today. 28,500 kwacha, by the way, today.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right.
Amazing stuff.
All right, so quizmaster, let's go through the questions.
All right, let's go through the questions that we asked Alice, who is the current president of the Law Association of Zambia, Lungisani Zulu. On an email, what is a paperclip used to represent? Attachments. Which engineering branch is known as the king of engineering? Mechanical engineering. The Zambezi River flows into which ocean? The Indian Ocean. How many Emirates make up the United Arab Emirates? There's 7. Which Zambian artist was born as Mkunsha Chembe? MC Wabuino. Levi Strauss is best known for manufacturing what kind of clothing? Jeans. What is the largest bird in the world? Ostrich. Which continent is in all 4 hemispheres? Africa. And knitting needs needles. What does crochet need? A hook. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I was never going to get that crochet.
Yeah.
Crochet
crochet stick.
Crochet needle.
No, you did really well today.
You did really well, Alice.
Yes.
And you came with a backup 2,500 just in case.
Just
Very
in case.
smart.
And
very
I was
smart.
ready to quadruple it. I would have been the first person to quadruple it.
Yeah.
I was ready.
All right. All right, that's our quiz for today. Back tomorrow.
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
This festive season, celebrate in style at Radisson Blue Mosiotunya Livingston Resort. Bring the whole family and enjoy exciting kids' activities, breathtaking views, and unforgettable festive moments. Choose a package that suits your festive mood, a delicious Christmas Day lunch, or a glamorous masquerade end-of-year party with a countdown to 2026. All at incredible festive rates you'll love. And that's not all. While you stay with us, enjoy a range of thrilling activities such as Victoria Falls visits, sunset boat cruises, game drives, helicopter rides, and so much more. Plus, relax and unwind at our Armani Spa, stay active in our fully equipped gym, or enjoy a game of tennis or mini golf with friends and family. Call us on +260 213 360 250. Email reservations.livingston@radissonblue.com. Make this holiday magical. Only at Radisson Blue Mosiotunya Livingston Resort. Book your festive experience today.
Shop and drive with eMark. Your shopping could win you the brand new iPhone 17 or the grand prize, a car. Every qualifying purchase, phone, laptop or gaming console gets you entered. And guess what? Black Friday, Christmas shopping or buying an iPhone earns you double entry. So what are you waiting for? Shop smart, shop big, shop and drive with eMark. Terms and conditions apply. eMark. Imagine a connected world.
Are you looking for an event planner who truly understands excellence? At Sailor Moments Event Planners, we deliver top-class event management and premium catering for corporate and private events, social gatherings, weddings, traditional ceremonies, and dignified funeral support services. From concept to celebration or commemoration, we handle every detail with honor, precision, and care. We offer custom event planning, professional media equipment, high-profile protocol services, and seamless vendor coordination. Our team pays attention to what matters most: curating decor, logistics, food, ambiance, and meaningful moments that reflect your personal taste, your culture, and your vision. All you have to do is pause, breathe, and relax while we create the perfect atmosphere for your special day or your solemn occasion. Whether you desire something elegant, modern, luxurious, or culturally inspired, we bring your ideas to life with creativity and craftsmanship. Call Sailor Moments Event Planners on 0760 803 386. Find us at Hot Media House, Los Angeles Boulevard, Long Acres, Lusaka, Zambia. Sailor Moments. Quality service, unforgettable experiences. Sailor Moments. Pause and relax. We handle the stress so you can enjoy the moment.
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. From bumper to bumper, Hot FM is bumping your mood. This is your jam. In Traffic Jam for today. Your jam in Traffic Jam.
All right, good morning. It's time for your Jam in Traffic Jam, and it is, of course, brought to you by Trekking Travels and Tours. If you are looking to plan the perfect Christmas getaway with over 2 decades of experience, Trekking Travels and Tours is your trusted travel partner, and they're curating unforgettable festive season packages across Zambia for both local and international travelers. So whether you're traveling from within Zambia or flying in from abroad, Trekking Travels and Tours will make your Christmas holiday seamless, magical, and stress-free. And of course, our destination focus for this week is Tinswalo at Siankava, which is perfect if you want to end the year in adventure and luxury. So it is set on on private islands in Livingston. The luxury tented treehouse camp offers a serene and private island retreat surrounded by the beauty of the mighty Zambezi River. Perfect for friends and family. Tinswalo at Siankava also welcomes children aged 8 years and above. So you can enjoy daily flights into Livingston, followed by scenic road transfers to the island. And you can book this amazing offer with Trekking Travels and Tours.
That's right. So for 6,600 kwacha per room per night, maximum 2 guests, you get accommodation for 2 nights, all meals, sunset cruise, your
Accommodation for 2 guests.
For two guests, that is, yes. And you get yourself a guided nature trail walk. You get to visit the community primary school, complimentary Wi-Fi. All that is available. So to make your bookings, you can visit Trekking Travels and Tours at plot number 23, Shop 3C, Twin Palms Road, Ibex Hill, Lusaka. You can call 0764 121 396 or WhatsApp 0979 484 920. You can email reservations at trekkingtravelsandtours.com, or you can follow them on their social media platforms on Instagram and on Facebook, Trekking Travels and Tours, or Trekking Travels and Tours. Find your adventurous side.
There's a special request that the song we played yesterday cannot just end there.
Yeah.
Let's play a little bit of it before we play today's Jam and Traffic
And
Jam.
just to break hearts like Chromez did to me the other day, this song is not Zambian.
It's not a Zambian song.
Salut, Father, Happy New Year. Salut, Mother, Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Christmas.
Yeah. So, Mabel Mafuya is not Zambian. This is not a Zambian song, but we know that this is our jam.
It's ours.
It's our Christmas jam. This jam can compete with Mariah's All About Christmas.
All I want for Christmas.
All I want for Christmas with you in our country. All right,
Yeah,
this is our jam.
100%.
Yes, this is our jam. But let's get to a jam in traffic jam for today.
Yes, today's Jam and Traffic Jam doing very well on the charts every year.
Yes.
Readily rocking around the Christmas tree.
Do you know that she turns 81 in 2 days? Yes. And she did the song when she was only 12.
What?
Wow.
How many homes has she built in this?
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck dolls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
This is breakfast.
Make some noise!
Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
Are you tired of complex financial platforms that leave you overwhelmed? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to Standard Chartered Bank's Straight to Bank. Our user-friendly interface puts you in control. No more headaches, just simplicity and ease. Imagine the convenience of access 24/7, 365 days a year. Accountability is key, and our system provides an impeccable audit trail. putting you firmly in charge. No more guessing games, just transparency at your fingertips. We take pride in giving you a service that's unmatched, efficient, and secure. You can be rest assured that your transactions are backed by best-in-class safety measures. Whether you're making local transactions or handling global payments, Straight to Bank has you covered. Fast, secure, and efficient. That's the Straight to Bank promise by Standard Chartered Bank.
Experience the future of financial management. Try Straight to Bank today. To open a business banking account, call 5247 and a business banking relationship manager will call you back. Alternatively, email us zmbusiness.banking@sc.com or visit www.sc.com.
Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
It's the Red Hot Breakfast right here on Hot. The heat is on. It's 07:35. And you're listening to the Red Hot Breakfast live on 87.7 here in Lusaka. Live on DSTV, channel 912. Live on Go TV, channel 301. We're about to get into Unscripted. All right. And Unscripted features Andushiwe from PwC and Mutisingo Zulu from Zanako. Gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to Unscripted.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning to everyone listening.
All right. We can't wait to hear you unpack what you're about to unpack today. Yeah. But I would like us to tackle first an issue that has been very topical for the past few years. Yeah. Electricity shortages. Yeah. Let's start Unscripted on that note.
Okay, thank you very much. So the way this is going to work is that we are interviewing each other, right?
Yes.
So you give us a topic, I fire a question at Muti. You give us another topic, he fires a question at me, and we try and ask and answer those questions that are pertinent and perhaps are not being asked, the difficult questions, so that we all move together. So, but before we get to the electricity one, I think maybe to set a scene globally, what I would like Muti to paint a picture on is, like the global picture at the moment, because we're talking the economy, and Zambia specifically, but the Zambian economy is not operating in a vacuum. So in terms of what is setting the scene, what is setting the pulse, the agenda globally, if you were to highlight 2-3 things, what should we have in mind as the key things at the moment, even as we look back on 2025 and start to look forward to 2026?
Okay, thank you, Andrew, and good morning, listeners. So globally, Andrew, I'd say geopolitics. The world is in a state of war right now. So there's many wars. These wars come and go. Some continue and no one talks about them. They only talk about the new ones that come. So because of that, we call it geopolitical tension. So you've got Ukraine-Russia war. That's number one. I think we did see the world almost on the brink of World War, is it 3? That's between Iran and Israel. So what geopolitics does is it sets jitters, So if you look at certain benchmarks, such as the price of crude and oil, oil is very critical because we don't mine crude. So it determines fuel prices and the like. So geopolitics is critical. On the positive, geopolitics has pushed the price of copper up.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, what it means for Zambia.
Yeah, so you look at $11,600 a metric ton on the London Metal Exchange because copper is an input into the manufacture of bullets. But I think the biggest driver has been uncertainty coming from trade tariffs. I think policy in the US, pronouncements, making America great, but because a lot of nations have really depended on the US for a number of issues such as aid, has created uncertainty, and that causes volatility because everyone now has to look within themselves, budgets and all. And those would be the two major items. And because there is unpredictability, they say we're in a state of trust, negative, real trust. The world is really about trust. If you can't be trusted, if your policies can't be consistent, then you start to affect how people do business, how they make decisions, and there's more realization. And it's causing fragmentation because people are now making separate blocks to say we can only do business as the BRICS, and all that. So those are the three major drivers. But because of these three, growth is a little constrained. And like I said, people are looking within themselves now to survive. And to form new partnerships. So that would be the main issues. Yeah.
Now, when we come to Zambia, right, you can't talk Zambia at the moment without talking about the energy situation and electricity specifically, right? And we're hearing the country is growing in terms of GDP. We're making progress in terms of economic growth, etc., etc. How can this be happening when at the same time you have, I mean, we're still in the energy crisis is moderating, but it's still a challenge. So that's one part of the question. Then the second, can we actually achieve our real potential if this issue is not sorted?
Great question, Andrew. I think to unpack and understand the energy situation, we need to take a little trip down memory lane. One thing that people don't talk about is the acute underinvestment in the sector, coupled with concentration risk. I think we're comfortable on this mountain for too long. We depended on hydro. 85% of Zambia's energy production comes from hydro. But because of these risks such as climate change and the like, dam levels are alarmingly low, generation has been a problem. Policy is another driver. You know, the open access, net metering, and these wheelings and license expediting that should have happened earlier. So because of all these, you can see that the market was not really fully opened to harness. And then diversification was very, very weak. It's only when we went through the worst drought in 40 years did people start talking about solar. I mean, no one ever entertained having solar panels on top of your roof. So there is a realization that energy is a critical input and component into any economy. At retail level, at corporate level, manufacturing, you can't talk about expanding and getting to 3 million metric tons without electricity. And I'm talking base load, Andrew, real electricity. I'm not talking about solar, because you don't mind using solar. You don't manufacture using solar. I'm talking about base load. And we've seen a whole lot of projects that are coming on board, but the question is the timing. The finance has been sort of a challenge. I can name 3 big projects.
And it's interesting. Let me cut you off there. So you've mentioned the issue of financing. The biggest issue on financing has been whether the tariffs are cost reflective to support the right level of investment. But the moment you have a conversation on tariffs, you've got this quagmire, because on one hand, to increase tariffs makes the cost of living and the cost of doing business a lot more expensive. But if you don't do it, you then don't get the investment. So how do you balance this? Is there a balance to be struck at some point? Because it doesn't seem like an easy one to fix.
Okay, so true, Andrew. You do have a point. Maybe just to explain a little bit on that cost-reflective tariffs. To attract the right investment, you're very right. You need cost-reflective tariffs, and capital actually follows returns. It follows where returns make sense. And for a long time, our tariffs have been, I think, one of the lowest in the region. And I think this is also because of monopolistic tendencies, where you find that your your monopoly power producer is owned by the state, and the state would not want a situation where you get to disadvantage people, charge them high, and then the cost goes up at the same time. So if you look at the tariff structure right now, it's structured in such a way that there is that lifeline tariff for those that would be vulnerable and the underprivileged as well, which is, I think, really, really low. And then you get a distribution skew that has higher tariffs on the upper end, and people that are living in residential areas tend to pay a little bit more, and factories and industries as well. But I have seen that upper band cut by about 46%. I do know that there is a plan to graduate to 2027 onto cost-reflective tariffs. That should help with investment flows, and hopefully when investment does come into a nation, then you would see a pricing system get more optimal and a little bit more, force it down. But it's very, very difficult, Andrew. It's not an easy conversation, because to generate power, you need equipment, and that equipment is not even concessional. You have to pay for it. So these are very, very difficult conversations to get us to.
This one can be the whole day.
Yeah.
So what do we have next, Pzee?
All right. So we're going to move on to the GDP real, or is the GDP real, or is it imagined? I'll throw this to you for the both of you to just, bite at that.
Okay. So maybe we could start with Andrew, and I'll say, Andrew, I've seen you script a paper around, you I'll use the vernacular term, which tukalia GDP, you know, like people hear all these numbers being thrown around and positive macros and the like, but the average Zambian is asking to say, look, you speak these big numbers, but what does it mean for me?
Yeah.
Can I go to ShopRite and get the benefit of the same trolley that I pushed 2 years ago and buy the same amount of goods? You know, and maybe while tackling GDP, you can sneak in inflation.
Yeah. So the question, I think this is one of the most pertinent questions, Muti Pzee, because we have the headlines, GDP, debt restructuring, etc., investments at a record level, but the common man on the street is saying, I'm not feeling the benefit. What is the issue and where is the disconnect? For me, this is one of the biggest questions that we're dealing with at the moment in the economy. And once we square this circle, we deal with a lot of issues. So from the way that I've assessed it, when you hear headline numbers in GDP, whether it's we're going to grow 5.8% or north of 6% next year, what is the core of the issue? I perceive it as you almost have the economy in two parts, right? There is the large part of the economy, or the macro, the large-scale industries, mining, agriculture, tourism, ICT, that have, in the last year, been on a recovery trajectory. So because they've been on a recovery trajectory, they have contributed to a positive outturn, all right, in terms of the overall GDP. The common man on the street who's doing, maybe he's manufacturing, he's a barber, he's struggling with power availability, etc. He's not feeling it, right? Because where he's sitting, he still has this challenge. But when you aggregate it all up, the country, we say the country is in a better place. Now, the easiest way that I can sort of explain this is, imagine you have a homestead, you know, like a village type setting, where there are different households. And in those households, each household does something different. These ones are hunters, these ones are farmers, these ones clean the neighborhood, etc., etc. And what happens is that one of them makes a breakthrough and gets a significant deal and makes a lot of money, right? Maybe the farmers, the hunters, they go and have a bumper hunting season and they make a ton of money, all right? It's one family living in one homestead, but within that family you have one subgroup that is doing exceptionally well, the others are not yet. When we look at the family as a whole, we'll say the family is doing a lot better thanks to when we aggregate what they are generating together. But yet within that family, or within that homestead, there is this corner where theirs is to farm and they are still struggling, all right? So the issue is that the large parts of the economy, mining, agriculture, especially because it's recovering from a very bad year, ICT, tourism, are pumping and are doing very well, okay? The other parts of the economy, so it's not yet trickling down through to the common man and everyone else. So there's this disconnect that needs to be bridged. It is as simply as saying the economy or sectors in the economy are recovering at a different pace. As they recover, then the benefit is then trickling down also at a different pace. Now, where is that recovery? You go to the northwestern province and see what's happening there. The recovery is real, right, in terms of the mining activity. You go there, accommodation is a struggle. You can't find accommodation. If you're late, you find it's all fully booked, right? So if you go and ask the people around that vicinity, around that ecosystem, they'll tell you they're having a great time, right? If you come further away from where that recovery is happening, you ask what's happening. You say, no, we're not seeing this benefit. So what can you do then to bridge this gap? Because the reality of the situation is that the wind is blowing in a particular direction, whether it's mining, whether it's agriculture, which is making a recovery, and the support systems around that. Just try and ask yourselves, okay, so how do we try and tap into those particular sectors and what's happening around them? Because the reality of the situation is that uneven economic recovery means that even the benefits are going to be felt differently. If I go back to that homestead example, it's like saying the others who have not yet made it big, how do they then tap into what's happening with that household that has made it big with this boom in their hunting season, right? Can we go and help them with storing the animals? Can we go and help them with cleaning those animals? Can we go and help them with trading with them, right? So that's really what the issue is. But without a doubt, this is, if in my mind, the number one issue, and it's obviously exacerbated by the fact that for a lot of the smaller entities, the issue of power is a problem. And we spoke about power previously. Mines, large corporates, large businesses have been able to make their own power arrangements through power trading. The small guy can't do that. But I think it's acknowledging, yes, the numbers are real, because we look at them on an aggregate. The rate of recovery is not consistent, so we have different rates of recovery within the economy, and then saying how do we then use those sectors that have a head start in recovery to then support and feed the others, which is why there's things like in mining, for example, the local content regulations, which are intended to try and pull other sectors along and spread out those benefits. So that's the biggest issue that we have at the moment.
So Andrew, a follow-up question. When I'm doing my economic analysis, the hardest thing for me is to stand on a podium and to look at the crowd and to start to decipher and say, if I say this, would these guys appreciate, and what about the common man? So I always sneak in what this means for the common man out there on the streets. But my question to you is, will there ever be a time when these benefits would have trickled to the common man? And if there will be a time, how long should it take? Because everyone expects when there's good news, they want to feel it. So what time frame would you say we would give for at least even 80-90% of the whole population to say now we're feeling the trickle-down effects?
That's a difficult one. But let me tell you the channels through which this trickle-down benefit needs to come through. Number one, those benefits that are being derived through, for example, a recovering mining sector, where are they going? One of the immediate custodians of that, for example, is the government, through higher taxes, higher levies and everything else that they are collecting. So that needs to, in those jurisdictions and the rest of the country, that needs to be deployed. So this benefit is coming. The Treasury is having higher collections because the mining sector is doing better. So the onus then on the government is how to make sure that this flows through as quickly as possible. So that's immediate in terms of the direct benefit that you're reaping in terms of dividends. The next bit, which is how do you then incentivize, or what sort of policies do you put in place to support the smaller enterprises to benefit from these areas where activity is already at a higher pace? There's things like local content regulations, for example, to help with the mining sector, but that obviously needs to cut across. There's a big issue, which is the power, which we spoke about. If we need to fix that for the smaller businesses. I don't think we'll achieve our fullest potential if we don't fix that. We're on the road too, so that I think is very, very important. But then there's also another aspect that, look, if you are, for example, you are a builder or you are a craftsman and you are highly skilled and you're sitting in Lusaka and you're saying, Lusaka is not working. What about checking out what's happening in Luansha, for example, as they're doing their dewatering and starting to ramp up Shaft 28? You could say, do I have the capacity to go and start operating in that jurisdiction? Can I go and see what's happening in the Northwest, and maybe I'll get a tender to in the process or get some small jobs? So I think there is a whole range of initiatives and activities from macro through to micro, which should help to at least mitigate. There's responsibility for government, there's responsibility for citizens, and responsibility for all of us. But it's a difficult one.
Okay, so just a quick one. Yes or no? Do you think that analysts, the media, are doing enough to break down this effect? Because I'm picking there is an awareness asymmetry gap. So should we then change how we analyze the economy by breaking it down so that the common man can get to understand the trickle-down benefits? Because if we don't, then people think nothing is happening.
Yeah. You ask me yes or no, and the answer is no.
Right.
Clearly.
All right. In case you're just joining us while you're listening to Unscripted, in studio we have Andrew Chibuye, country senior partner from PwC Zambia. We also have Mutisingo Zulu, who's a chief risk officer from Zanaco. And about to throw another subject at both of you. This conversation started in 2021 or even before 2021. The issue to do with debt restructuring. And it's been very pronounced the past 4 years. So let's have at it. What's your take on debt restructuring?
So let's give this one to Muti to break down for us. Muti, we've been at this for 4 years now. We've obviously seen just recently the credit rating upgrades, but someone will say it's been a painful exercise. And at the beginning, at 2020, we had defaulted. We were not paying. Now we are in a hurry to start paying, and that's we've been in a hurry to start paying. That is cash, which is going to leave the country. That is foreign currency pressure. Wouldn't it have been better to just leave this thing and maybe eventually hope that we get some actual write-offs as opposed to the concessions that we have? I mean, where we are at the moment, 94%. Do you think 94% after 4 years is that actual success in terms of the process?
Very difficult question you ask, but let me start by saying the world is a partnership, and partnerships operate on trust and standards. So the credit rating is just one of those benchmarks and standards that will make a person who's in Russia, who's in Europe, understand whether or not they can bring their funds to Zambia for investment purposes, lending, and all that. I know people ask, is it really necessary to have a credit rating? But that's how the world operates. I mean, you just can't give me money on the streets. When you bump into me, even if you have to take a chance on me, there has to be something that tells you my degree of credibility, you know. And even if you gave me that money, what's the likelihood that I will pay back? And that's the rating agreement. So this thing started 2012 when the world was a bit in a state of chaos. You know, like I said, liquidity looks for a home where returns make sense, and it made sense to bring those funds. In Africa, that had an infrastructure deficit. And we sold those bonds. I think we raised about 3 billion in total, and they were supposed to go towards infrastructure, and that's a story for another day. The lesson there is that when you borrow, make sure that it's for capital expenditure and be able to generate a cash flow that will allow you to pay back, and then no one will be in your space. Then came struggles in servicing debt. Our fiscals were frail. And as our fiscals were frail, COVID-19 came. So COVID-19 just exacerbated fiscal posture, because then whatever funds were there that needed to service debt now needed to go towards healthcare, because clearly healthcare is an important aspect, and it ensures that your factory production called labor is in good shape. Without labor, then you can't talk productivity. Then I think we defaulted in 2020. And when you default, everyone's going to know about it, because the entities that rate your credibility are international, you know. So we slid into default. You can call it selective default, restrictive default. We're not able to pay. And one of the issues with being rated like that is that anyone who's going to give you money will give you at a very high cost, because they don't trust you. They have to factor in the risk, and it comes into what you call a spread over and above the wholesale price of capital. And that's why, if you look at interest rates started going up, it's one factor that people don't talk about. That's why interest rates are high as well, because if banks have to get external credit lines, for example, dollars, they get them at a very high cost. Just think of you going to buy buckets at Kamwala. You're not going to sell those buckets for less than the order price. And that's why the price and the cost of capital was pretty much high. From 2020, then we started this process. We are now in 2025. So you asked me a question, is from 2020 to 2025 short or long time to restructure debt? I must say, Andrew, I won't say yes or no, whether long or short, but I'll just tell you that there is no nation that defaulted in COVID-19 period and managed to have their debt restructured and a credit rating upgrade. Zambia is a test case for the G20 common framework. That means that every other country in the world that goes through that turbulence will use Zambia as a case study. What people don't understand is that Zambia had so many creditors of different origins, backgrounds, and culture. To get all those people in one room to agree on a framework, it's just a challenge having three of us in a room when we start a topic. We may not agree. Now imagine the whole list of creditors, and to get to this point where they have to be treated the same. Because ultimately some would say, why are you treating these differently? When you deal with the Chinese are very, very thorough. They read documents. They will take their time. So it's not a question of whether it was long or short. I think it's the lessons that have been learned from this
and
process.
All those lessons,
Exactly.
we must not repeat.
Exactly. And some of those lessons is that when you go and borrow, make sure there is accountability, that money is applied to projects that will generate cash flows. Just like when you start a business, you don't go and borrow money and spend it on recurrent expenditure because you're not going to get any cash flow. And when it's time to pay, you use all sorts of means, petitions to have people. Those monies that we borrowed is hard-earned money. Can you imagine if you were you had have worked all your life and then your pension, you got it, and then you decided to lock it up in a bond at some country that you don't even know about, and then you were waiting for a return, and then to be told that country that borrowed your money has defaulted and they would like you to forgive them. Would you forgive them? That's how difficult that question is.
All right, gentlemen, I would like to ask you to pause for now. Let's get to the news headlines at 8, then we'll continue talking debt restructuring. You're listening to Unscripted right here on Hot. The heat is on. We have Mutisika Zulu in studio. We also have Andrew Chiboye in studio. Let's get to the headlines at 8.
Something easily 120 grams of sugar is better. Easy is always ahead. Easy got the most flavors. Easy is always ahead. You spoke and we heard. Easy just got easy on back. Easy just got easy just got easy on back. Easy just got easy just got cheaper.
Easy noodles just got bigger. Now available in 120 grams.
Rainy season is around the corner. Are you ready to make the most of it? Small-scale farmers, it's time to mechanize with the PowerTrack 50 horsepower two-wheel drive tractor from Automotive Equipment Limited. Strong, reliable, and built tough with a dual clutch, heavy-duty constant mesh gearbox, and oil-immersed brakes. This tractor delivers 185 Nm torque and lifts up to 1,500 kilograms, perfect for all your farm work. Made in India and available right here in Zambia for just 340,000 kwacha. Plus, we stock all genuine spare parts to keep you running season after season. Don't wait for the rains to catch you unprepared. Call or WhatsApp us on 0977 731 492. Automotive Equipment Limited, because you deserve quality.
The news headlines every second hour
are sponsored by Swan Insurance Zambia. For you, for them, for life. Swan, for life.
The Veterinary Association of Zambia has expressed concern over government's continued failure to grant Treasury authority for the recruitment of veterinary paraprofessionals and surgeons, even as 2025 draws to a close. The National Association for Smallholder Farmers has urged government to ensure that smallholder farmers are granted access to loans under the newly launched Sustainable Agriculture Financing Facility 3 for the 2025 to 2026 farming season. The Community Action Against Corruption has reaffirmed its disappointment that the UPND administration, 4 years into its tenure, has still not implemented lifestyle audits in the country. At least 30 people were injured after a magnitude 7.5 earthquake hit northeastern Japan last night, forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes. And the Zambia Under-17-15 boys and girls teams have returned from South Africa, where they won the CAF African Schools Championship SAFA qualifiers in both categories.
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
Attention gamers and creators. Ready to level up? Fast Mobile is your headquarters. We have PS5 and Xbox consoles, plus all the games and controllers you need. For creators, find professional cameras, mics, and tripods to fuel your hustle. But that's not all. Get the latest phones like iPhone, Samsung, Tecno, and more. Find accessories, laptops, and travel bags all in one spot. Find us at Shop A75 on Freedom Way, Shop 6 on Chipperumba Road, and Shop 113C at East Park Mall. Call or WhatsApp 0779 333 503. Fast Mobile Center for today's best technology.
In the digital streets of Zambia, new challenges are rising.
Fake investments, scam messages, and stolen phones are causing havoc, but they don't have to win. Zicta is building a team of everyday heroes to protect our online world. We're looking for you. Do you have a phone, a laptop, a voice? Then you have the power to be a digital hero. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is simple. Receive a scam message or fake investment? Report it by dialing *707#. You are the eyes and ears of our digital universe. Don't just scroll past the problem. Don't just delete that suspicious message or block the number. Be the change you want to see. Be the hero our digital streets need. Your mission starts now. Are you in? This has been a public service message from Zicta for a connected and inclusive digital Zambia.
My son just moved to the UK and I need to send him some money. Any idea how?
That's easy. Use EcoBank's international transfers. You can send foreign currency directly from your account to his. Safe and secure.
That sounds perfect. No stress, no delays.
Exactly. Just use the EcoBank mobile app or visit an EcoBank branch and send money to any country worldwide. Send money abroad conveniently with EcoBank International Transfers. EcoBank, a better way to bank without borders. Experience peace of mind with Swan Insurance Zambia. At Swan, we believe in more than just policies. We believe in fostering lasting relationships, delivering personalized service, and standing by you when you need us most. With world-class insurance policies known for exceptional claims payment and risk management, ranging from property, motor, accident, and miscellaneous classes, to marine, agriculture, and engineering cover for your business, to home, travel, and personal accident insurance for individuals. Trust Swan Insurance to protect what matters most to you. Contact us today at 0957 673 070 or visit any of our offices in Lusaka, Kitwe, Chingola, and Livingston. Follow us on social media at Swan Insurance Zambia or visit our website swanforlife.co.zm for more information.
For you, for them, for life. Swan, for life.
Wherever life takes you, in the city,
Hi, please send me that email.
or the rural area, one thing remains true. You need a bank that understands you.
Welcome to NatSave.
At NatSave, we understand the heart of every Zambian. Whether you're growing your business, needing a personal loan, or saving for the future, we are with you every step of the way. From Mbala to Livingston, from townships to rural areas, we are your bank and your home. Call us on 882 or visit our social media platforms for more information. NatSave, your bank, your home.
This is
Breakfast.
Make some noise! Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
No food to no stress. For Zanaco, it's you first. No food to no stress. At Zanaco, you come first. At Zanaco, you come first. Zanaco.
The time is 8:06. This time check is brought to you by Zanaco. And you can enjoy more ways to bank this festive season with Zanaco and cash back when you use Zanaco mobile banking app or mobile banking. Just dial *444# to make payments, buy airtime, or send money using cash out. The more you transact, the more you earn.
No food to no stress. For Zanaco, it's you first. No food to no stress. At Zanaco, you come first. At Zanaco, you come first. Zanaco.
The most important meal of the day is definitely breakfast. Red Hot Breakfast.
It's 8:07 on Hot. The heat is on, and we continue with Unscripted in studio. Well, in studio we are joined by PwC country senior partner Andrew Chibuye. We're also joined by Mutisingo Zulu, who is the chief risk officer from Zanaco. Before we went to the headlines, we were having a conversation regarding debt restructuring. Let's pick it up from there.
All right. So, Muti, you elaborated for us quite eloquently the journey that Zambia has been on in terms of debt restructuring. But like you put me on the spot a short while ago, let me put you on the spot as well. The question is, what does this mean? And let's put some timelines to it. Debt restructuring at 94%, credit rating improvements recently. What does this all mean, and when? So when do we see tangible benefits that I can touch with my hands?
Okay.
If at all, perhaps I'm already seeing them, but what's your response to that?
Okay, so Andrew, before I answer your question, before we went on a break, I was at the point at which we defaulted.
Correct.
So meaning, when you default credibility, you lose, right? So the question is, how is Zambia going to move forward? Zambia formally applied for IMF assistance, and I want you to look at the IMF in this case as a de facto guarantor of some sort. So the international players could not deal with Zambia directly, but the fact that Zambia went to the IMF, look at IMF as big brother. You know, that uncle that you talk about in your scripts, that uncle with deep pockets and is able to guarantee certain discussions, certain decisions that you want to make, and it makes people more comfortable. And then people now started looking at Zambia differently. That uncle is also keeping you in check, saying, you can't spend like this, you need to keep a buffer, which is now the discussion of reserves that we'll talk about later on, and the like. So slowly building credibility. So while all that was happening, so many people think that Zambia's credit upgrade came 2 weeks ago when that announcement was made. No. The upgrade started slowly but surely as Zambia was demonstrating fiscal consolidation, discipline, transparency. If you've noticed, on a monthly basis, you get those updates where they say, this is how much we've disbursed. Even when there's a budget overrun, they'll say there's an overrun and this is what we need. And that's all investors wanted. I have met with some investors before, and when I asked them a direct question to say, what is it that you want to see? They just said, just tell me what's going on. Just give me clarity. If you can't pay, you can't pay. If you want an extension, you want an extension. So that clarity does help to ease these investors. So along the way, this discussion started, and then there was a G20 common framework. There was discussions. There was a creditor group that was formed, and this was under the auspices of the G20 framework, where treatment of creditors, common, all needed to be treated the same. And eventually, Zambia was the test case here. So we morphed from the first defaulter to the first shining example. So I use the word shining example because when the restructure effects came in through a credit upgrade, I did an exercise. How many notches did we jump? In terms of for S&P, we jumped 5 notches, Andrew, from selective default to triple C plus, and then for Fitch to B minus was 7 notches. That shows you the progress that Zambia has made. And this was on the foreign currency side. On local currency, it was so much not of a problem. I mean, it wasn't so much of a problem because you've heard people say, look, even if you owe local currency, you can use it if you quantitative easing. I don't want to use the other term. You can quantitative easing and the central bank will figure it out. But foreign currency, we are not the center of excellence of dollars. We don't print dollars in Zambia. And that one took a bit of time because on the dollar side, your exchange rate then signals your perception out there on the international market. Yes. So
now, Muti, we need to go back. Let me my question again. In fact, you've even given me a different thought on the same issue, right? That to link it to the question you asked me earlier.
Yes.
You were asking me earlier about GDP and all these things happening and how is it benefiting me? The same question. We've spent a lot of time, a lot of energy on this debt restructuring conversation. What is or has been the benefit? Because we haven't been paying. So if we haven't been paying, surely that cash which we should have been using for debt service, we've probably been using it for something else because I'm not aware that we have a sinking fund or a war chest set aside. So now I need to start paying. What is the benefit that is foreseen, and how does it trickle down? How does it become relatable to the man and woman on the street?
Okay, so I'll start with fairer pricing of capital. We talked about how expensive it's been to get credit lines, and now that's for big players, such as your banks. Your banks will need dollars but they need to source those dollars from
So
from
you're
somewhere.
saying, sorry, Muti, on just that point, because
Yes.
it's important. So you're saying the default credit rating issue, which affected the country, affected businesses as well in the country.
Yes,
That's what you're
it did affect businesses because the link is that your businesses go to financial institutions to get credit to fund their operations. And because as a nation we were default rated, it meant that those elevated spreads, which is the cost of funding, was being passed on to businesses, and businesses were paying higher costs and in debt service, and that would reduce the allocation of funding they would need for maybe expansionary projects. Okay, that's one of them. The second point, of course, because we were default rated in terms of sentiment, there was negative sentiment, and we did see flight. You see, a lot of investors would rather go to jurisdictions that are more stable and predictable. So that benefit as well. Some did stick around, yes, I understand. And so now that the upgrade has come, it doesn't mean that overnight your pricing yesterday would differ from what it is going to be today. It's going to take a bit of time. But what I can say, Andrew, is that credibility is now back. We have now shrugged off that negative tag, and we are now at a level where we have demonstrated as a country that we have dealt and are dealing with the fiscal issues. Andrew, the risks are still there. We've just gotten an upgrade. Secondly, we still have debt to service. We have reforms to execute and to act on. And if you read the rating agencies' papers or communiques, they do state that, one, we need to finish the $889 million restructure. There is a portion. And we also have political risk factors. We're getting into 2026, there's elections. However, it is believed that we have enough guardrails to mitigate that level of risk. Okay, that's the function. But now, what does this mean for the layman? For the layman, you're not going to see those results in 2 days. No, I would say in the medium to the long term, should we continue being consistent, then you expect to start seeing trickle-down benefits. A good one. No, because people ask that question, the expectation is that you're just going to go to ShopRite and bang, things are okay. So it's a process, Andrew. It's a process. And I also like to look at things in relative terms. If you compare where you were yesterday versus today, you should be able to see that move. Just like the discussion around inflation. Inflation tells you year on year, but we delve in deeper and go month on month. So when you start to look at your metrics deeper like that, you then get to understand what the full benefit would be. So from a confidence perspective, from a pricing perspective, in terms of what your spreads would be over time, then you expect that you should see the trickle-down effects. There are other questions that people have asked to say, inflation is coming down and you're saying you're moving towards double digit, and then your currency is sort of stable. But why are we still seeing prices still elevated? So what you also have to understand is people do get funding or monies that they lock up for periods. So they also have to flush out that money. Let me use a very, very interesting example. Remember back in the days when fuel prices would adjust, they would tell you at midnight today, your new fuel prices would be X, isn't it? And then people would tell you, no, I need to finish old stock first. That's a very similar concept when it comes to funding, because people will tell you, I got this funding at a price through the roof, and because I already lent it to you, I need to flush out and be able to then reprice, so those are some of the discussions. So it's going to take time, and I want to be categorical on that. Macroeconomic indicators do not reflect overnight, and this is the honest conversation that we need to have. Maybe we should look back a couple of years in front and say, we had this discussion on day X, and how have the variables sort of moved, Andrew? And like your answer also, I would say it is very difficult to put a specific time frame, but I think that the most important thing is our ability to track month on month, year on year, quarter on quarter, and I'm glad that we are able to interrogate some of these numbers. But ultimately, what we would want to see is that, yes, if a number is coming down, then if I'm pushing a trolley, the trolley should have more. There's more in the trolley for the same amount that I have today. Then I'll get the benefit of, okay, there is this improvement, and how we cascade and explain these things. Maybe some of these factors are coming and manifesting in different ways, but if we don't have those conversations, then we'll pretty much, yeah.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, that's all the time we had for you today on Unscripted. We covered 3 topics: debt restructuring, we covered GDP, is it real or imagined? Also covered issues to do with electricity shortages. Before I let you go, your concluding remarks.
Yes, so I think we need to have these conversations and keep having them so that we make what's happening real. It's not to say the situation is easy, but at least if we understand what's happening, then we're better able to position and respond. So looking forward to the next one.
Okay. I think for me, I would say it's impressive to see the average Zambian interrogate issues. I think if I look at where we're coming from, people never used to ask the right questions, but now they do ask the right questions. And I think these masterclasses must be ongoing because the landscape keeps evolving. And I think that awareness, breaking it down from complex to granular and make the average person understand, will be a big win for me. So I think we do have a lot of work to do.
Okay. Yeah. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming through to Unscripted this morning.
Thank you very much for hosting us.
All right, there you have it. We had in studio, we were joined by Andrew Chiweya, who is a country senior partner from PwC Zambia. We're also joined by Mutisingo Zulu, who is a chief risk officer from Zanaco. This has been Unscripted right here on the Red Hot Breakfast.
This is Breakfast.
Make some noise! Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
Private workers, this loan is for you. If you work at a shop, clinic, restaurant, factory, or company, you qualify. Get up to 30,000 kwacha same-day approval. And now, a huge 25% discount on interest at Express Credit Zambia. Plus, enjoy a free 400 kwacha shopping voucher and a stylish bucket hat when you take your loan. Don't miss out. Visit your nearest Express Credit branch today. Express Credit Zambia. Money when you need it.
It's not a coffee till you cream it. To know where we're going, we must remember where we're coming from. Boom.
Welcome. You're at the till. Groceries packed, then boom. No wallet, no card. Don't stress. With StanPay by Stanbic, you just approve the prompt on your phone and enter your Stanbic PIN. No cash, no card, no drama. StanPay works wherever you shop. It's quick, safe, and 100% digital. Cardless, cashless, seamless. Activate your mobile banking to enjoy StanPay by Stanbic at all Consequence Pay points.
Introducing Lifeway Shot. Ginger for digestion, beetroot for stamina, aloe vera for skin, tamarind for metabolism, baobab for immune support. Lifeway Shot. Embrace wellness naturally.
The Red Hot Breakfast. Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
All right, the Red Hot Breakfast here on Hot 87.7. Heat is on. The show is powered by Standard Chartered Bank. We're now getting into a special interview with former Patriotic Front Secretary General, Mr. Davis Mwila. He joins us today. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being a guest on the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Now, with just about 8 months before the next general election, the Patriotic Front are at a crossroad. To fix the leadership question, the party's Council of Elders have been holding meetings with presidential candidates and other senior members. Now, Mr. Mwila, what do you make of these meetings that have so far been convened by the Council of Elders?
First and foremost, I'll have to explain to our members and the Zambian people how we came up with this Council of Elders. It involves the former leaders who once held positions in PF. One of them, Mama Inonge Wina, our former Vice President, who is Chairperson. Honorable Ngonga Mukupa, Chairman, National Chairman. Honorable Dr. Ngosa Simbiakula, Honorable Wanchinga, and others. This body was specifically formed to deal with conflicts within the party. When we have problems in the party, they will be able to come in and advise. That is the purpose of this committee. However, the committee has been meeting for about 3 times, and that's where we are.
All right. Now, what do you think should be the best approach by the elders in trying to resolve the leadership issues within the Patriotic Front?
I have said that they've met here 3 times, and we've not seen any tangible result. In that, the first meeting that was held, Mama Inonge Wina, who is chairperson, did emphasize the need for us to be united as a party as we go to next year's general election. And that advice, the leadership has not taken it to bring people together. So the questions that are being raised that is this committee working, because nothing tangible is coming out from that committee, because as you rightly said, actually we've only remained with 7 months for us to go to the general elections, and the issues that are affecting the party needs to be dealt with now. So we are saying that the Committee on Council of Elders, they've not done much to help the party moving forward.
Okay. So what's the solution to that then, if this Council of Elders is not able to resolve all these issues?
We have only remained with about 3 weeks for us to do all these issues. So I would appeal again to the Council of Elders that they have to come in again and put the leadership down, so that as we go to the general elections, we are a united force. But where we are now, there is no unity. Each one for himself.
I want to talk about the general elections and this that you just highlighted, the Council of Elders, and obviously not getting the results that you thought
this
council would have. You suggested of adopting the use of a special purpose vehicle. How do you suggest this can work?
First and foremost, I'll have to explain to our members that I will give an example. When you have a vehicle and that vehicle has been taken over by someone, you need to replace it, find another one. In this case, we are talking about a political party that has been taken PF by Honorable Chavinga and the UPND. So what we are suggesting is that, can we find another political party the one that we are going to use to field the candidates, the presidential candidate, the members of parliament, mayors and council chairmen, as well as the councillors. In this case, it's a political party. For example, we get FDD. That's the one that we can use. And that's a suggestion that we've put forward to the leadership, even though the leadership seem to be rigid. But that's the only alternative that we have to go with. So we have to find another political party, because PF has been taken by Honorable Chavinga and the UPND.
You don't think there's a way back? There's no way that you can get the Patriotic Front back? You say it's been stolen.
I can assure the members that this is a closed chapter, because the cases that are in court, you are aware that this month the courts are adjourning until next year. So when are these issues going to be resolved? My view is that we have to find a special purpose vehicle this month and start mobilizing and start campaign for next year's general election, because time is not with us. UPND has already started campaign and other political parties. So it's only us who are behind.
What happens in the case where you find the special purpose vehicle, the courts resume in January, you get judgments in favor of the PF?
It's not possible. It's not. I can tell you, it's not possible.
Why, don't you have faith in the judicial system?
Yeah, because the government also has been interfering in the judicial system. You can't get a favorable judgment, and that's the truth. So anyone who thinks that PF will be back is wasting his time. Time is not with us.
How has government been interfering with the judiciary?
Of course, the judgments. You just look at the judgments and the delay. The issue of PF, between PF and Mao Sampa and the Chavinga, they've been dragging for almost 1 year now. No tangible results have come out. So what we are suggesting is that let's move forward, find another political party, then we start campaign.
There's a lot of concern, obviously, when you suggest a special purpose vehicle being another political party.
Yes.
What kind of advantage do you think using a special purpose vehicle gives the Patriotic Front?
Firstly, we should not delay. If we continue waiting for the cases in court, assuming these cases finish in March, we need to adopt a presidential candidate, members of parliament, mayors, and councillors. So what time are we going to have for us to campaign? So my suggestion is that let's find the special purpose vehicle now, especially December, so that by first week of January, we start our campaign. And in terms of performance, we will do better than if we wait for the PF or the courts to dispose of the cases.
And which special, which special purpose vehicle do you think you can work with? Because they also have to agree to work with you.
We have to decide. As I have said, the party is not with us, but the structures are with us. So we'll have to decide collectively as a party, the party that we have to use. Then inform the members and move forward.
This has been tried and it didn't end well with NCP, where they decided to break away. They're being used as a special purpose vehicle. What makes you think this time it will actually work and getting into a general election?
We need to have at least 2 or 3 political parties on standby, because the Zambian politics, in the environment in which we are, you'll find that one political party is bought by UPND as you go move forward. So what we are suggesting is that we need to have at least 3 political parties. If one is bought, you go to another political party. We knew that Chanda would be out, NCP, and exactly that's why we've been talking about FDD as an alternative.
Don't you think that would be confusing for the voters?
No. The structure.
When you look at Patriotic Front, people recognize that that's the party. Then if you have different special purpose vehicles, then that can be a bit confusing for people.
I can tell you that PF is a well-organized political party. It has got structures. It's a matter of moving all the structures to the new political party and start moving. That's what the members are waiting for. So they have been anxiously waiting from the leaders.
All right. Well, we have been speaking with former PF Secretary General Mr. Davis Mwila. Before we let you go, what are your last words?
I would appeal first to the top leadership that time is not with us. Can you come up with the decisions will make us move in the interest of the party and the nation? Because the members have been anxiously waiting.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, we've been speaking to Mr. Davis Mwila, former Patriotic Front Secretary General, here on the Red Hot Breakfast.
This is Breakfast.
Make some noise! Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
Looking for fast, reliable internet for your home or business, say hello to Airlink Broadband. Whether you're running a company or streaming from the couch, we've got the right solution at the right price with no hidden cost and unlimited data. Choose from fiber or microwave connectivity and experience top-notch customer service every step of the way. Call us today on 0975-828-020 or email sales@airlinkzambia.com. Find us on Facebook at Airlink Broadband Limited. Just connect, Iwe. That's the Airlink experience.
Good morning and welcome to the Airlink Radio Show where we discuss all things internet. We're now racing through December. Even though Pzee disagrees, he thinks that the week is moving very, very slow.
Very slow.
What are you rushing for, sir?
The chicken.
You need some internet to post that chicken, Pzee.
Yes, real fast internet. Yeah.
Yes, and we know that many of you can't wait to spend a few well-earned days off with family and friends, but that wouldn't. But I think it would be better with a great internet link at home to watch your favorite films or catch up with people online. Well, Andrew Shaw, who is the Chief Commercial Officer of Airlink, is here in the studio to help you choose the right internet package. Good morning, Andrew. Good to see you.
Good morning. Great to be here as always.
All right. Now let's cut to the chase, Andrew. What great packages have Airlink got for homes this festive season?
Okay, we have something for everyone. We have internet packages large and small, depending on people's needs and budgets. All our packages are affordable, value for money, and what's more, they are all uncapped, so you'll never get stung for top-ups or suddenly find that you're throttled. So let's start at the beginning. If you live alone or you're a young couple, for example, we have the Hyper 10 and Hyper 15 packages. These will let you stream TV, play music, catch up with friends on video calls and so forth. They are at 10 megabits per second and 15 megabits per second. Respectfully, and priced at just 650 kwacha and 950 kwacha, all tax inclusive. For larger families, we have our favourite packages, the Hyper 20 and Hyper 25. These are perfect for a larger family, say for example with teenage kids, where you'll be watching TV, YouTube, etc. in multiple parts of the house. These are priced at 1250 and 1500 kwacha respectfully, and give you great bang for your buck.
All right, and I know that you have some Big Daddy style packages for those heavy users. Please tell us about those.
Yeah, certainly. So so for the guys that are really bandwidth hungry, we have the Hyper 50 and the Hyper 100 for those who want speeds for either gaming or you have a football team-sized family. These give you great performance and are up for almost anything you can throw at them. They have speeds of up for 50 and 100 megabits per second and priced at 2,000 kwacha or 3,750 per month. Once again, all of these packages are uncapped, so if you just have a fixed monthly amount and no need for top-ups or be suddenly slowed down by your provider.
All right, and can you deliver in time? On time for Christmas?
Just about. We are very, very busy at the moment, so please order today to avoid disappointment. Our team will do everything possible to get these installed as quickly as they can.
All right, that's fantastic. Now, Andrew, how can our listeners get hold of your team?
Okay, it's very simple. Please call our sales line on 0966992297. That's 0966992297. Or drop the team an email at inquiry@airlinkzambia.com. That's inquiry@airlinkzambia.com. You will get straight through to our team, and they'll be able to help you through the process of picking a package. Alternatively, they can pass through our brand new offices at Nico House, just by Manda Hill Crossroads, and meet one of our team in person. They will make you very welcome. I'm sure the team will find the right package for you. Listeners can also reach out via our website, which is www.airlinkzambia.com, and through our Facebook page. And please always remember to hit that like button and be kept up to date with everything going on at Airlink.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Just very quickly mention that phone number again.
Certainly, our sales number is 0966 992297. That's 0966 992297. Please call today.
All right. Any final words, Andrew?
Yeah, whether you're looking for a link for your home or for your business, Airlink has something for all needs and all budgets. So give us a call today and discover the Airlink experience.
All right. So I know a lot of people are getting ready to prepare for Christmas and family getaways. Are we still going to see you in studio?
You will still see me one more time. So there are times for you to go out and get those gifts, So.
All right. Fantastic. Well, thanks for coming here today.
Thanks very much. We'll see you soon.
Look Looking for fast, reliable internet for your home or business? Say hello to Airlink Broadband. Whether you're running a company or streaming from the couch, you've got the right solution at the right price with no hidden cost and unlimited data. Choose from fiber or microwave connectivity and experience top-notch customer service every step of the way. Call us today on 0975 828 020 or email sales@airlinkzambia.com. Find us on Facebook at Airlink Broadband Limited. Just connect, Iwe. That's the Airlink experience.
The future begins here. Chadley House School is now open for 2026 enrollment from early learning center to primary and secondary levels. At Chadley House School, we don't just teach, we nurture, inspire, and empower. At CHS, your child will thrive in a safe, value-driven environment that celebrates academic excellence, creativity, and Zambian pride. With passionate educators, vibrant clubs, and a culture of gratitude and achievement, Chadley House School is more than a school. It's a family. Give your child the gift of a strong foundation and a bright future. What are you waiting for? Enroll your child now for the 2026 academic year. For more information, visit our website www.chadleyhouseschool.com or call us on 0978 879 488 or 0953 074 465. Email us on info@chadleyhouseschool.com. You can also visit us at plot number 11289 Molombe Street, Chadley. Chadley House School, towards a brighter future, investing in our future.
It's been 20 incredible years of progress, and we couldn't have done it without you. To you, we say thank you. Twalumba, twatotela, sikomo, bitumezi, twasanta. Be a part of the celebration. Join MTN today. MTN, what are we doing today?
Shop smarter, save bigger at Choppies with great value, great price.
In every Zambian home, a baby's smile is pure treasure. That's why we bring you Comfort Care diapers made to keep your little one dry, free, and full of giggles. With cloud soft layers and long-lasting absorbency, no leaks will interrupt the fun. Just happy playtimes, peaceful naps, and smiles that brighten the whole house.
From Kitwe to Lusaka, Livingston to Ndola, parents are choosing Comfort Care diapers. Strong on leaks, gentle on skin.
Comfort Care diapers, keeping Zambia's babies happy, one smile at a time. Every story has the power to move hearts, and every detail matters. At Posh Media, we're the hands and heart behind unforgettable moments. We bridge cultures with simultaneous interpretation, bring teams together with HD video conferencing and live streaming, capture memories through corporate videography and event photography, transform spaces with custom staging and lighting, ensure every word resonates via premium PA systems. Take your message anywhere with mobile LED advertising. Your vision, our expertise, one seamless experience. Call 0972 989 009 or visit poshzambia.com. Posh Media, fresh eyes, fresh ideas, fresh results. From motor insurance that gets you back on the road fast, to house owners and householders insurance that protects your home, travel insurance for peace of mind wherever you go, fire insurance to safeguard what matters the most, plus personal accident cover, business insurance, and more. Look no further than Nico Insurance. Visit us at our branches in Lusaka, Nico House and Kablonga, Ndola, Kitwe, Chipata, and Livingston, or speak to any of our brokers or agents nationwide. Call Call us on 0211 222 862 or WhatsApp 0773 022 428. Visit www.nicoinsurance.co.zm. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Nico Insurance Zambia. Nico Insurance Zambia, protecting your dreams, securing your future.
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. We like hearing from you, so why don't you send us your thoughts on today's What's Hot in the News by sending a WhatsApp text or voice note to 0974 870 877. What's Hot in the News, exclusive to the Red Hot Breakfast. Red Hot Breakfast.
It's your 8:43. It's time we get into what's hot in the news this morning. You can call us up on 0974 870 877. Well, stories that are hot in the news this morning. We're looking at this particular story. The Resident Doctors Association of Zambia has announced that all volunteer doctors across the country will down tools effective Friday, 19th December 2025. Now, Association President Dr. Paul Pzee says the decision is not a strike against the nation, but a cry for dignity, for clarity, and for fairness. Now, in a statement, Dr. Pzee notes that earlier this year, following a nationwide halt in service delivery by unemployed health workers, the Ministry of Health assured all stakeholders that the recruitment of doctors and other health workers would be completed within 2025. He, however, notes that with only 23 days remaining in the year, that commitment has not been met with the clarity or action it deserves. Dr. Pzee has since advised all health facilities across the country to begin making immediate adjustments to their staff timetables and duty rosters to minimize disruptions in service delivery. That's the story that we're looking at in what's hot in the news.
Yeah, this is rather unfortunate because I remember the last time when this happened, and the report like, oh, if they don't want to volunteer, they should just down their tools. And I'm like, do you realize how many lives are at stake here?
Yeah.
Like, how many lives are going to lose? Like, they actually do make a difference in the health sector. And for them to down tools, they really just need the conditions to be improved. And it's just sad that we're still dealing with this months later. In fact, this has been just years. Because these promises have been there for years.
I just don't get why we promise so many people that are we able to employ all the volunteers?
Well, it's unlikely, but at least let's make some kind of.
So
I think there should be a clear path.
Yeah.
When you're volunteering, how long are you going to do it? And eventually, there should be some sort of system. But it seems that there is no system.
It's perpetual voluntary work.
You're just there for years and you don't know whether you actually get on a full salary.
Yeah, so earlier in the year, I think Dr. Pzee himself issued a statement and they were trying to just, down tools and go on a strike, and he was called to the table. And I remember sitting down with him on Beyond the Headlines, and we had a conversation regarding the decision that was made then. And the minister reached out and said, listen, come, let's sit at a table, let's have a conversation, let's draw up a plan here so that we all agree. Okay? And that's where this is stemming from. And we're here because the conversations were had, and the resident doctors were told, listen, we have this plan for you. We're going to take up this number. We're going to do this. And the association listened. They came to a table. At that point, I think it was even being referred to as a rebel of some sort, or he's just trying to raise dust because he's new in office and he's trying to make an impact. But he said his mind. He said, listen, we need to find tangible solutions. And we're back where we are because the year is almost done and those promises have not been fulfilled. And if you think these people don't do a lot for you, most of those doctors that you see at public facilities and nurses, most people in the health sector, they're volunteers. They are working, hoping to get employed. And obviously because of our system of where you need to work at a public facility before you can transition and go elsewhere, that's another issue. There's licensing issues that are at stake. And I know this question always gets, why can't they just go work elsewhere? It's because of that. The system that we have in place and the laws that we have in place for you to actually practice outside. Fully practice in a private, you need to go through the public system. more like a vetting system that we have. Yeah.
A lot of people are forgetting that most of them are even probably overworked.
Probably.
They're definitely overworked because our patient to doctor ratio is through the roof. So they're definitely overworked.
So that's hunger, that's exhaustion, that's anxiety, that's everything in between.
Yeah.
And some things can be avoided, honestly.
Yeah, look, we produce some of the best doctors in the world, and this is evidenced by how much they're in demand. We've got Zambian doctors, just health practitioners all over the world. They'd rather go and work elsewhere, but there's that system that you're talking about. You have to put in your 1,000 hours. Or 1,000 years in this case, because you don't even know. It's like perpetual volunteering.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that? You can have a passion for something, but it has to make sense at the end of the day. You know, and so I think we should be fighting for better systems so that people who are volunteering, doing honest work, actually have a clear path. They know I'm going to do this for this long, and this will lead to me getting employed.
Yeah, and for me, what's very disappointing is most times when people that are working in the health sector, they know that you can't afford to strike or down tools. The moment they get to that point is, no, you've been sent by political party X. No, you're being funded by political party
They're being
X.
guilt-tripped lives are being lost, and you're out there being selfish.
What you're forgetting is that they've put in the years at school, they've put in the years, and now their families are also looking at them like, Bwana, you've done all this. We've sponsored you. You've done all this. You can't come back and say, my landlord, here's passion. You go to a supermarket, here's passion. You go to whatever, here's passion. And you're getting food, you're paying school fees, you're paying rent, you're paying. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You definitely can't do that. So we need to find a system that works. We need to find a system that works for them so that we avoid this. And I hope government comes to the table and has a conversation before the 19th and they have some sort of agreement, because it's going to be disastrous. There's a looming cholera outbreak. We've been getting already numbers of cholera cases. We need all the help we can get. We had a terrible cholera outbreak just, is it a year or two ago? And we don't want to go back there. Imagine going through that.
Have you the way the rains are looking?
Imagine going to a situation with no volunteers.
You can't manage.
Because they single-handedly, I'll say this, carried this country in that crisis.
They did, yeah.
They were there volunteering at Hero Stadium, at every center. You saw them.
But you see, even after those volunteers were promised jobs, what happened? They said, prioritize the people who were at the cholera centers, make sure that they get jobs. What happened to that promise?
You know what? Let's squeeze in a call. I was about to just walk out.
Good morning, it's FM.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. What's your name?
This is Maparo within Osaka.
Okay, Mapalo, your contribution.
You know, the problem, I think, it's not about the question of government employing everyone at once. We understand government can't employ everyone at once, but here is the issue. You complete school, you start volunteering, 3-4 years, you are just volunteering. You left people in school who has graduated, maybe even when you are in the system volunteering, 3-4 years, and then they graduate 2 years down the line, then you find them working for the government. Actually, you start even more like inducting them on how to do the work. Then you start asking yourself, the government is not employing. Where are these people coming from? They're being employed by the same government who are saying they are not employing. But you are you are volunteering day and night. Even if they advertise to say, okay, we are going to employ, they are not prioritizing you as the people who are helping out. Then how safe are we how safe are they, or the people who are volunteering?
Okay.
That has been the challenge. Now look at this. These are just doctors. Now, if nurses today decide to say, okay, let's down to go in any of the hospital, there is only one nurse who is on the payroll. The rest of volunteers pay what? How is it going to be? Thank you.
That's a terrible picture. Don't even want to imagine that.
That's a horror show. Right?
Don't even want to imagine that. Call us up. It's 0974-870-877. 0955-877. We'll be getting into RHB Sports shortly. Do call us up now. It's 0974-870-877.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Angela.
All right, Angela, tell us what's your contribution this morning?
Okay, so I want to contribute on the volunteers, the doctors.
Sure.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I have a sister who mentioned to me she worked for one of the public hospitals. So she mentioned to me last time when the list came out and almost none from my institution were picked on the list, and she sadly mentioned that these guys are going to down tools and we really need them in the hospitals. So like the previous caller has mentioned, I think it's a matter of priority. They should have a list and see who has been volunteering for how long. Can that list be followed? And as much as people are put on the payroll, are employed, can those who volunteered for a number of years be given priority? Rather than you just find people who just come in from school 2 years later, they're on the payroll, whilst you who's been volunteering for a long time, you're still not employed. I think that system should be followed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, thank you very much for your call. Remember, our breakfast partner for Tuesdays is Kish and Ash. Now, if you're hosting your family Christmas brunch, lunch, or dinner, let Kish and Ash help you relieve off the stress of cooking and catering for your guests this holiday season. From set buffet lunch or dinner, breakfast, finger foods, or simply individual meals, you're spoiled for choice. Create memories, enjoy them, and let Kish and Ash make you and your guests start a new Christmas tradition. So be sure to make your reservations early for either out catering or dine-in experience at both their locations. There's Kish and Ash in Olympia, Njoka Road, or Kish and Ash at the Golf Club, all right, the Lusaka Golf Club. No more FOMO this Christmas. Be sure to order in or take away your delicious lunch this Stewtastic Tuesday, available both in Olympia and the Lusaka Golf Club. If you'd like to get some more information, get in touch with Kish and Ash on 0770-704-692. That's 0770-704-692.
Good morning, Matthew Chord FM.
Good morning, how are you?
Great, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Abel Chimoita.
Okay, Abel, please go ahead with your contribution.
I just want to contribute on the issue of volunteering. I myself, as a medical practitioner, I think volunteering doesn't really help in any way. Because if the government or the players in the health sector are going to remove the theme of people volunteering, they would really feel the impact that's there in the medical field. Because there is no way that someone, you complete school, you want to gain experience, you start volunteering, but they're not hiring you or anything, then you find that in the hospitals where you're volunteering, there are more volunteers and students than staff members. So that's just a no for me.
How long did you volunteer for?
I didn't really volunteer because I didn't really see the point in doing it.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
what are you doing now?
I'm currently running a small business and I'm doing quite well. Can't complain.
Okay. Is it anything to do with your profession?
No, it's nothing to do with my profession.
So
Unfortunately.
You've completely abandoned it. It's just done. The country
It's
needs
a
you,
long
sir. The country needs you.
I know, but if the country that needs my service is not really doing anything for me as well, I might as well just withdraw and focus on something else that's helping me out.
Or if you're a successful businessman, you can lend your skills to the nation, part-time or something,
For free or hired labor?
Therein lies the question.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you,
yeah.
Ebo, thank you for sharing your story with us.
All right, thank you very much.
It's your 8:55. Let's get to RHB Sports.
Welcome to RHB Sports, the premium spot to get all the latest news on all your favorite games.
Welcome to RHB Sports.
Welcome to the celebration, ladies and gentlemen.
Man United fan. Other fans out, how are you feeling today? How did you wake up? We had some rain. just a sign from the heavens that everything is okay.
Wow. The blessings are pouring in.
Hey, too much.
In case you're wondering why this guy is so excited, it's because this happened.
Cunha's got Bruno Fernandes square. Fernandes loses his footing. Lovely turn from Fernandes. Gets the shot away and scores for Manchester United. Real chance here for Wolves. Wolf inside the penalty area, pulls it back. Chance to turn it goalwards the level. And it's Bellegarde that's managed to get on the end of it. Yes. And that's going to be put through to Diogo Dalot. Dalot's going to give this to Brian Mbeumo. And Mbeumo with the chance. Manchester United are back in front. Bruno Fernandes still got the ball. Into Mason Mount. Manchester United have a third. It's a brilliant ball into the box. And Mason Mount scores for Manchester United again. Ahmad thinks there's a handball. The referee is going to stop play here. Oh, it is. It's handball. Fernandes, armband on, steps up and scores low left. An absolutely brilliant penalty. A standout performance from Bruno Fernandes to make it Wolves 1, Manchester United 4.
I feel like you should speak with a little more enthusiasm when you talk about Manchester United.
Nothing more to say. We also had other games.
Can I hear some pizzazz in your voice?
You know what?
Don't sound sad when a great thing happened last night, okay?
Do you know what? What's great?
I don't like the energy in this room.
We had action in the Serie A. Torino took on Milan.
Oh, nice.
It was a beautiful game.
Whistle goes, and the referee has pointed to the spot here, handling the ball, as you can see. Here goes Vlasic! Torino get an early lead, just the start they needed. Vlasic springing forward. Now Duvan Zapata. Zapata! Torino double their lead. Rabiot from distance! Stunning strike from Adrian Rabiot gives me a lifeline. Salamakers may come here to Pulisic! He's not even been on the pitch a minute! And Christian Pulisic immediately leaves his mark. Loftus-Cheek, Ricci, Pulisic! What an impact he's had! Milan grabbing all the plaudits then. Final score here. Torino 2, Milan 3.
All right, we've got some Champions League action. Something that Man United don't do these days. Yeah, so you can...
we don't take part in competitions. We won't win for now. We'll be in there when we're going to win.
Yeah.
Unlike you, they're just getting participation trophies.
All right, so here's some games you can look out for. Barcelona taking on Eintracht Frankfurt today. You can catch that game later on tonight. Bayern Munich will be in action. They'll be hosting Sporting Lisbon.
Walk over.
Liverpool, with all the drama around Mo Salah, they are away. They're playing Inter Milan today.
Oh, Inter will have a field day.
Yeah.
Wait, what time?
22 hours.
22 hours.
It's night time. It may just surprise you.
Yeah.
You know what I during the day?
You have a point, but you're not at Anfield. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
We've lost at Anfield. What's your point?
Well, you've done well in Europe.
In Europe, you've done pretty well.
You beat Real Madrid at Anfield.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Okay.
Let's wait and see what happens. There are more other games that you can catch those games in the Champions League tonight. Coming up next is the Hot Seat. Keep it locked right here on Hot. The heat is on.
Get the scoop on the latest sports news on RHB Sports on Hot FM.
Picture this. You are hungry and you're craving something different. Something with a crunch.
Oh, wow! That's perfect! Crunchy and packed with flavor and so much taste.
Yo, grab a pack. Yo, crunch. Man chip. Crunch it. Yo, you know how we do. Introducing Yo Crunch, the snack you never stop crunching. Yo Crunch. Feel the crunch in every lunch. Brought to you by Yo-Yo Fan Snacks.
The Hot FM News headlines every 30 minutes on your number one for news and entertainment are powered by Yo-Yo Foods.
The Veterinary Association of Zambia has expressed concern over government's continued failure to grant Treasury authority for the recruitment of veterinary paraprofessionals and surgeons, even as 2025 draws to a close. The National Association for Smallholder Farmers has urged government to ensure that smallholder farmers are granted access to loans under the newly launched Sustainable Agriculture Financing Facility 3 for the 2025 to 2026 farming season. The Community Action Against Corruption has reaffirmed its disappointment that the UPND administration, 4 years into its tenure, has still not implemented lifestyle audits in the country. At least 30 people were injured after a magnitude 7.5 earthquake hit northeastern Japan last night, forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes. And the Zambia the Zambia under 15 boys and girls teams have returned from South Africa, where they won the CAF African Schools Championship COSAFA qualifiers in both categories.
It's finally here. A radio station that lives up to its name.
Hot news, hot DJs, hot music.
And they're like, it's better than yours.
Hot station. Hot FM. You made us number one for news and entertainment.
In this competitive world, first impressions are everything. My company's brand image needs to reflect the excellence we stand for. We can't settle for anything less than the best. Our graphics design and printing must be flawless. Every detail matters. Designworks Studios Limited is the key to our success.
Designworks Studios is Zambia's top all-in-one media house, turning your brand ideas into reality with innovative design, printing, and branding. Contact us on plot number 13 Sanjay Crescent, North Mid. Call 0764 040 000. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Designworks Studios, we design, print, and brand.
Yo, baby.
Yo Baby Diapers, brought to you by Yo Care Hygienics.
At Stanbic, we understand that managing collections across various channels can be complex and time-consuming. That's why we created iCollect, a platform designed to streamline transaction reconciliation for customers with key services in one place. Cash deposit in branch helps you manage physical cash